I'm Narlene here to give a prediction for the Brentford versus Man United game, and obviously we just picked up where we left off from last season. The passing was horrible, we've got no midfield, no target man up front either, so obviously if Ronaldo's fit, you play him, and we're coming up against a very tough Brentford side who've got Ivan Toney, of course, who has the most goal contributions for them in the competition. But also we're coming off a very poor away runner form from last season, 6 matches lost on the road, so that cannot continue. But we did manage to score some against them last season, so that's why I'm going to predict a 3-2 win for United.
Hi everyone, I'm Solo from the Man United Agenda. I'm here to give you my score prediction for Brentford versus Manchester United. Last week, absolutely dismal start to the Premier League season. Opening game of the season at Old Trafford. I thought it would be a game that we would have gone in and win. But no disrespect to Brighton, they came, they gave it their all, and it absolutely dominated us and won that game comfortable. Now we move on to this week where we play Brentford now. Playing Brentford isn't going to be an easy task at all as well. Brentford likes to control the ball, they like the possession football as well. I think it's going to be one of those games where it's going to be an aerial sort of threat if he gets the best of Martinez. So going on to our team and looking at Cristiano Ronaldo should be back. I'm hoping he is back today. I'm praying he is back, and the reason why, he's the best what we've got at the moment. Probably not fully match fit, and he's the main talisman who I think can get us up and running for our season. We go into this game, we have to win the game. So I'm going to predict Man United to come out of that game and win 2-1. Same prediction as last week, but I'm looking for a better performance than what we put in last week. And the mistakes that we've been making as a team, we cut all these mistakes out and we actually start utilising, start making these minor errors go away, and we start fresh from this week. So my score prediction is Manchester United to go away from home and get a 2-1 win. So guys, if you're watching the Paddock, please give them a like, share and subscribe. Thank you.
Yo, so Monday Juma here from the Man United Agenda. Hope everyone is doing well. I'm going to do a score prediction for the Brentford game down in West London today. That's my part of town. Brentford, really good team. They proved it last season. They made themselves sustainable now in the Premier League. They don't even have a youth team. It's a B team, bring players straight in. They've got a good system of play as well, similar to what Brighton did, and good manager as well. So I think the problem is they know how to exploit us. I think they're going to be pushing high up the pitch, trying to man mark us, put us under pressure, stop us from playing out, because our identity is clear. We want to try and play out from the back, and we're struggling in that department. It's something we really have to work on. So we're going to be under pressure today. They're going to try and crowd the midfield, swamp us, be covering people like Fred and McTominay if they're playing, and the fullbacks as well. I think going to have issues today because they're sort of wing backs, and Rico Henry and the other dude are going to be pushing high up and preventing us from playing out. So we're going to have an issue with that. We might have to bypass them with long balls, but De Gea, I don't know if he can play them sort of long balls. It's going to be really hard today. I believe we can win though. Unlike some people, Jay, hint. I think we can win. I'm going to go for a 1-0 win, control the game, see it out. I know I always say that prediction, but I think we've got a bit more quality where it counts. So if we can absorb that sort of pressure, I think we've got a good chance of getting a result today, which is much needed, because the manager, he deserves a lot more praise and credit for what he's done. He's coaching, he's trying his best out there, and I think the players need to sort of step up and back the manager, just like the fans as well. So 1-0 Man United versus Brentford. Let's go.
Afternoon, Andy Tate, Stretford, Paddock. Manchester United v Brentford, FA Premier League. I think there'll be changes, swift changes that have been demanded, needed, seen as well. I think there'll be a new midfield. I'm going with Donny van der Beek. I'm going to see Varane in. Eriksen will retain his place. I think Rashford may be dropped. I mean Bruno, but some players, let's say, just rotate the squad a bit. Luke Shaw maybe as well, and I just want to see a better performance and players who actually know what they're doing and know what they're supposed to kick a ball. Win the match, get us back on track, and just calm the place down, because we need it, because it's been an absolute shit week to be a Man United fan. Mass panic. Not really.
Hello and welcome to Stretford Paddock for the watch-along for Manchester United versus Brentford from the... What kind of stadium would that be called then? What's Brentford Stadium
Community
called?
Stadium.
The Community Stadium. Nice that, innit?
Yeah,
We're going to
that's
be
what you need.
community...
Go on then.
Oh,
I'm joined by Adam McCullough.
we're going to get fucked up
Absolutely.
today.
It's
They're
like
all going to have a go.
a youth club, innit?
Yeah.
Adam McCullough's here. How you doing, Adam?
I'm all right. I'm about
Checking
to
the team news there, are
I'm
you?
about to order a drizinkage.
A
I
Drizzy.
want to drink.
And Jay
Little
Mott is here as well.
beerage,
Jake,
Albiro.
I'm driving today, so not
yeah.
for me. Yeah.
driving us bloody bar.
Hey.
Driving
Your
driving the
banter
women
and your
crazy.
quick
Hey,
wit.
hey.
Nice. Hey.
I'd already made a similar joke. How are you, Jay?
Oh, God. This is
You've been out in the sun again, haven't you?
I have. I've caught a bit of a tan. You can see I've
It's
got a bit
always
darker.
that colour, Joe.
Oh, yeah, I am. No, I have got a little bit darker. But this is as good
always
as it
bringing it up.
Yeah.
Shut up. You were not in the sun, aren't you?
Hey.
Touched with the
Touched by an angel.
I,
Where did the angel touch you? Show us on the
Gabrielle.
doll. Right, there's loads of stuff coming up today. We're going to be going through all the other results. I mean,
Look at
all
me,
the
babe.
teams you didn't want to win are winning. City are 3-0 up. I think
Oh.
Arsenal are 2-0 up still.
Look at
What's the
us
score there?
beating teams at home easily.
3-2.
Pathetic. Come on, Southampton. They pulled one back.
Boring winning
Arsenal
all
are
the time.
3-2 up. Who scored Arsenal's third?
3-2 up. 3-1.
Xhaka, I believe, scored that goal. Leeds are winning as well, so it's all shit.
This stays.
Wolves
started
and
off to a
Fulham is a
stinker.
cracking 0-0. And that's the game to watch if you ask me. But United are playing Brentford.
The bees.
Is it stupid of me and short-sighted of me to say we need a win here? Because it's the second game of the season, but I feel like United fans are on the brink of a meltdown already.
Do you want a punnet of plums?
Punnet.
I like a punnet as a unit. What's your favourite unit of measurement, if you don't mind me asking? I know you're a furlong boy.
I do like. I just like the old-fashioned like gallons.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
Gallon's a good one.
Yeah, a gallon.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
A ton.
An
A
acre's
ton,
nice.
An acre is nice. Yeah, that is good. I like the imperial measurements.
Yeah.
None of this modern day.
Yeah.
You know.
You like anything that harks back to the time of Empire, don't you?
I do. Those are the days. Why
Do
can't
you?
we have the empire again?
I don't
Everything
know.
was easier then.
Here's the
That's
mo-
what I don't get. Hey?
Easier for everyone.
Yeah.
Here's the Manchester United team. That was satire.
Ooh,
We've got David
Arsenal
De Gea.
conceded.
Come on.
We've got David De Gea.
Leicester.
James Madison.
What's the score, sorry?
3-2 to Arsenal.
Okay. I just said that a minute ago.
Oh,
We've
did
got-
you? Sorry,
Yeah,
I thought
that's
you
all
said
right.
Sorry,
3-1.
we weren't listening
I
to you.
apologise, Joe.
No problem at all. I like your top, Adam.
Thanks.
I like the way your sunglasses are just allowing a little bit of
Are
chest
they-
hair to show.
Are they new sunglasses, Adam?
No.
Yeah, basically what happened was, remember we lost my sunglasses.
We
in,
did.
uh,
We had a
did.
bit of a we.
Love that, sharing the blame.
I'm amazed he didn't go use
The last person,
Use lot.
the last person to be seen next to me when I had them on was
I
Joe.
love that.
In
the
that
last
picture.
person to be seen
Really?
next to me.
But
You know
so I
what?
took a picture with Joe. The glasses were there. Hour later,
He was
Picture,
saying how much he liked
no
your glasses
sunglasses.
as well, wasn't he? He
Would
kept
you
going on
forget
about
it?
him.
And had a really obvious sunglasses.
He kept
tie.
saying, I really love Macca's sunglasses, but I can't really afford them. What are we going to do?
I always lose sunglasses on holiday.
Mate.
Once, yeah, I was in the sea and I was like, oh, take a picture of me. And then a wave hit the back of my head. Sunglasses dropped. I caught them here, like in the middle of my hand.
Like a baby.
But then,
Yeah.
like, as the water flushed out of my hand, they dropped into the sea, and I saw them, glimpsed them, and then they were just gone.
Next thing
And
you
that
know.
was a bit devastating. And I thought, all right, I'm gonna get, because I'm a goodie. I thought, let me use my insurance.
Yeah.
Let me get these back. I don't want to have to pay for these bad boys. So I went. So then, insurance company said you need a police report regardless of whatever. So I went to police station, and they were just most unhelpful people in the world. That's why we say, fuck the popo.
Exactly. Do you know what? I remember when I was in Mali when I worked there.
I've lost my glasses. What's the crime? I think a turtle.
I'm going to minute.
I
We'll
think
just
a
get,
turtle next to
we'll just get a team of detectives
Yeah.
on the case.
So just give me the
Can you
statement
stop-
that I need.
Yeah,
Can you
009.
can
You
you
need to come
stop-
off that international
These
crime
things
case.
happen is 4-2 to Arsenal. Fair play.
Stop investigating that murder. We've got something more pressing at hand.
Yeah.
Mac has lost his sunglasses. Now, I remember when I was away on holiday. No, when I was away working abroad.
Yeah, right.
And
Holiday.
Yeah.
I had my phone and my cigs in my hand.
Why is Zidane it bad on the bench?
And someone pushed me in the pool.
Yeah.
So I threw the cigs so they didn't get wet.
Yeah.
And dropped into the pool with my phone, and my phone was full. So I lasted all day. So
The
I couldn't
cigs
use
were
my
more
phone.
important. The probably £2 pack of cigs back then as well.
Seemed like a good idea. Save the cigs. Oi.
Yeah, I bet there was something else in that cigarette box.
Yeah, that's true.
That's funny. That's what.
Well,
we're
what
not
are you, a
hearing.
fucking fed?
Yeah.
Anyway, statute of limitations.
Why
You
was
can't
it?
get- you can't
Why
get
was
done
it
for
so
things that
important to
happened
you,
in
Jay?
2003.
Why was it so important to you, this cigarette
Sniff
box?
was
Eh?
hard to get hold of on that island. You don't know what I went through. Anyway,
Should we go through the team? Should we have a little look-see at this team then, shall we?
yeah, first of all, I want to say, MI Road Trip, welcome to the Academy. Thanks for your support.
So we've got
go on.
David De Gea, Diogo Dalot, Harry Maguire, Lisandro Martinez, Luke Shaw
Lasagna
keeping
Martinez.
his place. Then in midfield is where we see the first change, actually. So it's Fred, and then we've got it as an Ericsson Fernandez sort of 2-8
Fancy some
type
cheese,
thing.
Joe?
Some cheese. Where you got Cathedral City. And then it's Sancho, Rashford, and Ronaldo comes in. Sort of, I suppose, for McTominay.
What's your
Yeah.
big surprise there for you? I'll get to
I'm
him in a
surprised
minute.
Luke Shaw's still playing.
Yeah.
I thought he was
Because I do
awful
think there's an
last
element like after last week, everyone's like, just get rid of them all, change everything.
Yeah.
He's never going to do that. But there's one or two you thought
he should've.
he's going to be dropped. So you thought Shaw,
Yeah.
Maka. Is there a surprise, or do you think McTominay? I know you would you wanted to see him rotated, shall we say? That's happened.
With Ericsson starting, I'm not going to lie, I'm surprised Bruno's still playing, although we haven't got great amount of options.
Yep.
I thought he was pretty poor as well. Rashford, we've got no alternative. I thought he was poor. We need to get him back to fitness and form.
Yep.
Sure, I agree on that one. Maguire for me as well. I don't rate him.
Would you be playing Varane instead? Is that who you'd be putting in there?
Yeah. Maybe we're just waiting to get him up to speed, though.
It would seem strange if Varane sooner or later didn't come into this team. For me, I'm with you on the show.
You want a whole cucumber, Joe?
I thought Malassi did well pre-season. I thought Shaw was poor last week. I know everyone was. Well, most players were. But I thought he in particular stood out for me as like someone who I think can be better.
Yeah.
Like with Dalot, I think there's still question marks about him. But with Shaw, you know what he's capable of. And he just didn't turn up. So, yeah, I'm not amazed by that team, though, because I thought McTominay or Fred, one of them two, probably McTominay will get dropped. And he has done, hasn't he?
Yeah, it's surprising to me that. And I know obviously Malassi is very inexperienced. He's a young player. He's played what was it 4-5 minutes he got the other day?
Yeah.
Last week, sorry, against Brighton. But I just think that he's still doing that thing where he doesn't look like he wants to get back.
Yeah.
Like it's like, oh, let them defend for me. And
Where he sticks his bum out and just
yeah,
kind of jogs.
he just sort of jogs back like that, and you're like, you're meant to be the one defending this.
it.
There's no one
Swear to
else
God.
there. It's like he thinks, well, someone else will do it. No, that's you. That has to be you. And like for their second goal, he's so worried about getting skinned, I think, one-on-one, that he stands so far off his man, he can't block crosses or shots because he's a yard further away than he should be. Like it was so easy to just get half a yard and put that shot in that De Gea spilled into the box. I just think he just looks like he's half-arsing it a lot of the time, and he needs to sort it out.
It's so weird that that we're still having these same conversations about the same faults with Luke Shaw, like the whole not sort of tucking in. Not getting close to his man for the cross, not getting close to his man on the far post. We had these conversations last season, the season before. They've been going on for years, and we know what he's capable of with Luke Shaw. He's had spells where he's been very good. I just don't think he's had him often enough.
Stoke are losing, that's good, isn't it?
Do you not like Stoke?
It's just, when you see Stoke losing, you just feel, yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Something like that.
City have scored a fourth. I wonder who scored that.
Jefferson Lerma.
Jefferson Lerma.
Is that an own
Say
goal
that
then?
again.
Oh, it's an own goal.
Own goal.
Bournemouth.
I like the way it
Pathetic.
says Jefferson Lerma.
Jefferson Lerma.
Should we get in some comments?
Hold on, Jefferson Lerma plays for City.
No, it was an own goal.
Oh.
It's just a weird way of saying it. Like,
Wally Dilly Da says Maguire and Shaw will do us.
What?
Larnock says Shaw is horrendous.
Correct, Mundo.
Nim says that's a great point, Joe. Whatever point you're making, it was a great one. Mercurial Blonde says Maguire will win a header. Brentford will get the second ball. Maguire won't read the situation, and Tony will be free on goal. Remember he said that, or they said that.
interesting.
Yeah, that could
All
happen.
started with Maguire winning the header and no one else getting the ball.
Keanu O'Connor says seeing Shaw start has killed my hope for this game. Yeah.
He is obviously.
I mean, there's so many. I mean, if Shaw didn't start, and this
There's
is
a lot
a
of
dig
hate.
at Kiani.
Yeah.
Was that his name?
I think so.
Yeah, this isn't a dig at Kiani because I'm in the same boat. But if Shaw didn't start, someone else like Maguire would have started, and I would have been like, "Oh, Maguire's killed me." Like,
Yeah,
I think there's
someone
always
in that.
someone that we can point the
Yeah.
finger at and go, "Why is this clown still here?"
Yeah.
Because we are. a
You
team full of
mentioned.
clowns.
I want to ask you both. Me and you spoke about this the other day. You mentioned Rashford, Maka, links with PSG this week. You said you want to see him get back to his form, whatever. obviously, second game he started on a spin. That wasn't always happening under Ralph Rangnick. How important do you think it is we start seeing Marcus step up sooner rather than later?
Fuck off, Leeds.
Yeah, Southampton equalised. Great stuff.
We need Marcus Rashford back to form. I did a video this week as well saying the same. Like, people, if Marcus Rashford left Manchester United and went to PSG, I'd go, you know what? Probably needs a fresh start. Like, from his perspective, like a fresh start would probably be good for him. And I think it'd be amazing for PSG linking up with Mbappe and all them guys. But I want that fresh start to be at Man United under Ten Hag. I feel like, not last season, the season before, the geezer had like 35 goals and assists or something, in and around. Like, he scored 20 goals plus.
12 assists.
He scored back-to-back seasons
back-to-back.
with 20
Yeah,
goals.
he did, right.
So we're looking at a player here that can deliver goals. And I think there was also a period of time where he was delivering goals and assists despite the fact he wasn't really playing well. And I think people have gone on it, looked at it that way and gone, 2 years he's not played well. Whereas one of them is still delivered. And I think that's a good thing for a striker or a forward player, inside forward or whatever. I want Marcus Rashford to play his best football at Man United, and I think we should hold on to him, trigger the extension in his contract, get a new contract signed with him. Like, when we talk about giving out contracts to the wrong players, Marcus Rashford isn't the wrong player to be given a new contract to.
And also, this thing that people always talk about in football in terms of loyalty? Like, players staying and there needs to be loyalty. But some of the loyalty needs to come from the club and the fans to players at times, I think. And Marcus Rashford has earned at least one more year of loyalty, I think, where you look at him and you say, you have another go, we know how good you can be, get back there. Because I honestly, if they got him for like 60 odd million or whatever the rumour is they want to pay, in 2 years' time when he's scoring 25 goals a season for them, we'll be laughed at for that kind of fee. Right now, he's probably worth that because the season he's had. But when you look at the career he's had, he's scored over 100 goals for Man United. This isn't a shit player. This is a very good player going through a bad time. And I think, like you said, why not make him come out of that at Man United rather than selling him?
I think also a lot of people will look at certain individuals. Let's try and think of, I don't know, some people will say Marshall or Pogba or whoever the player you want to name. People will look at them and go, United haven't been the best place for them. I think Rashford falls United has been a basket case of a club. We haven't looked after our players at all. We haven't developed them properly. We've chopped and changed managers left, right, and centre. So for me, I think we have to avoid the same mistakes that we've made with Marcus Rashford going forward. Hopefully, we can still rescue what we have with him, but we need to treat our younger players better and develop them better, even if that means not playing them through injury all the time or, chopping and changing managers that don't really share the same ideas and the same thoughts. And we don't really have, we all complain about the way the club's run. I think that leaks down from the academy into the first team, like carrying the players through and looking after them.
No, I completely agree. Me and you talked about this the other day where you look at, how other clubs do it with their youngsters. They're giving like 10 minutes here, 5 minutes here, 15 minutes for like a season. We used to do that. Fergie used to do that. Then you'd play sort of 10, 15 games the next season. Then you might, if you've got what it takes, be sort of a starter for us. With Marcus, he was just thrown in. He's thrown in, like you're saying, when he had injuries. All these different managers, different positions, down the middle, on the left, on the right. Do you know what I mean? That's what Anfield wants, playing at fullback. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? It's like, it's not the way to handle any player. And then we wonder why they've not kicked on. And I think, well, is that the right coaching? Is that the right sort of way to bring players through? No, it's not. And yes, he's got to take some responsibility, but you're right. I don't think it's been the sort of the ideal setting for him, has it?
Yeah, and this thing of like, especially with how crap we've been, if we are selling our what have been best players because of one bad season, we are going to struggle to ever improve because no one is being consistent year in, year out for Man United. We'd sell Bruno if that was the case. Do you know what I mean? Like, you can't be getting rid of players because they have one shit year in a team that is being really poor every other season. I think we've got to give people a bit more of a chance, especially when he was injured. He had a broken back for fuck's sake.
Yeah, he came on against Wolves with a dodgy back. Anyway, we brought him on because we needed him.
Spine.
Yeah,
I can't believe this. He's out again.
We've got to bring him on.
Smashed his back up.
No other team would have even had him on the bench.
You can't underestimate the chopping and changing managers as well.
Yeah, exactly.
How much effect that has on
Look at the stability that other teams have got. It pains me to say the Scousers and City. And we've had, 3 managers in a year?
No.
Or 4 now, is it?
Rashford played for City or Liverpool. Oof.
Yeah. Do you remember when Fergie could just play anyone he wanted and win the league? That's almost where City. I know they've got great players into Liverpool, but you can insert 1 or 2 real poor players and they still look great.
Yeah.
Like, we are not in that position. We can have world-class players and make them look shit because of how bad
We've
we
done
are.
that, haven't we?
Yeah, that's what I'm
It's
saying.
what we do.
You know,
We do things differently.
We did that with Maguire.
Manchester. We take
That was a joke, by
superstars,
the way, saying Maguire was world-class.
world-class superstars,
Yeah.
and turn them into just
Rafael
It was
Varane.
like a-
yeah.
yeah,
It
Di
was
Maria,
like it was like
Memphis.
a headline from the Athletic today. I had a notification and it said, "From near death to Manchester United, Christian Eriksen." And I just thought, are they taking the piss out of Eriksen here?
Yeah,
Like, is
exactly.
that-
Like, this kid's he's had an hard life, hasn't he?
Yeah.
From near death to this, which is worse.
Yeah.
The poor lad.
Yeah, just when he thought his life
Yeah.
couldn't get any worse.
Yeah. Oh
now
my God.
he's forced to play for Manchester United.
Aaron Shearer says Rashford can stay forever, regardless of how he plays. That's the spirit.
I love that.
that should have been a spirit.
No.
Hey,
So maybe
50 games without a goal, I don't care.
I would say somewhere in between sell him now and that is where I am.
I'm with this guy. Just keep, no matter what.
You
He
know
can't
what?
do
And
any
actually, give him a playing contract until he's 70.
Yeah.
Fuck it, he's
Do you
coming
know what
on.
I mean?
If he gets one, Marshall gets one, all right?
All right,
Give
fair
him
enough.
2 or
It's
3
a
minutes.
deal.
Instead of retiring the kit, how about you just, retiring the kit, just let the player play for the rest of his life.
Forever.
Yeah.
The guy's a legend in my eyes for all the off-field work he does. Love the content, lads. Dr. Fred says, love the channel, keep up the great work. Shreyas Biswal says, you think Maguire, club captain, crying emoji, can be dropped, question mark.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's been dropped before.
He'll be dropped. He'll be dropped like it's hot real soon, you know.
Do you think?
Nice.
When Varane stays fit.
Because I got a bad feeling about today, guys. Hate
I
having
have.
the tone
You
down.
both have, haven't
I
you?
have,
'Cause
I went for a
Because you're
loss.
scared. You're both cowards, aren't you? I've said it to you yesterday. I'll say it to you now. You cowards. Coming onto this channel and acting like Man United aren't the best team in England. Because we are.
Yeah.
I've had so much stick this
See,
week for being
there's no in
slightly
between for me.
optimistic.
I know.
I've had
I'm
so much
like,
stick.
either like, oh, it's the end of the world. Or if we win today, fucking. It's
back on.
Winning the
Scotty
league.
got, Scotty got a load of grief. He got called, criticised for having toxic positivity when he was saying he thinks Ten Hag could you know.
I've
with
never
right
heard
backing
that
could
phrase.
turn
Oh,
it
no,
around.
Ten Hag's the guy.
Yeah.
Toxic.
No, I believe
Toxic
that.
positivity.
But we're gonna
Yeah,
go
toxic
through
positivity
somehow.
is when you find out you've got gonorrhea. That's what toxic positivity is. Not saying I think Ten Hag can work for Man
Or
United.
United could turn, one
Yeah.
day we could ride again.
Yeah, the results
It's
are
like,
positive,
Yeah.
and it's a toxic positivity.
That's what I mean. Like, you can't win.
No.
Bit of a split with some people praising Marcus.
Toxic? How is it doing? How is it
it
good toxic?
I don't know.
I think United are going to win. That is toxic behaviour.
I'll have what some of
MUTV's toxic positivity.
No, it's not.
It is.
No, it's not.
No, I see
Lou
what you're on
McCarry.
about. I see what you're on
It's
about.
changed. Mate, Lou McCarry, hey, 4 beers in
I
on a
love
Monday
that
morning. Or
stuff.
whatever.
Poor
Rabiot's
Solly was
shit.
like-
Why? Because he didn't score any goals. What?
How many goals he scored? How many has he scored?
I don't know.
How many?
I don't know, Lou.
None,
I'm
exactly.
Lou, I'm scared.
When he went about Europe, 7 appearances, how many goals? 7 games. How many goals?
Is it deep line?
And then he was like-
He's a goalkeeper, Lou.
All right, then how many goals has he saved? What does that even mean?
Mate, that's
I
what
said
I
that.
mean.
That's funny.
It's
that.
quite a strange approach to
He's not going to be
transfers,
back,
though,
is he?
Hey, well, he's not going to be back. I hope Rabiot will watch it. Because I'm thinking, this is the club's official channel, and they're slacking me off. Man,
I respect it.
Yeah.
It's such a difficult job, that, innit? Because, like...
That's what they don't get us on,
must,
innit?
Yeah, you must understand that you are making less than ideal content because you can't be honest.
But
That is
like,
hard.
It is difficult.
I
Like,
feel-
Lou
I do
McCarry's
feel
been on there a lot, so I'm surprised that he did that. 'Cause
He's been
remember
there
when
for
he
20 years, hasn't
like Jeffrey Boycott did it, didn't he? At the remember at the dinner
I love it.
awards, and it was and
Sorry, talking about
Sully
Brexit
again.
and that.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, what?
Do you know what I mean? It was like car crash.
And because the presenters always have to be positive.
Yeah.
And like, you know.
And look,
on
Sully
it.
kept doing it.
So you'll
didn't
see
he?
them.
Yeah.
Hey,
Well, he's
hey.
playing under fake, yeah. He was like, what's that mean? Lots of players, don't make you a manager. Hopefully he can bring that to you. I don't think he can. Well, where are you getting this from? He got relegated, didn't it, Cardiff?
Jeffrey, sit down.
Calm down, Jeffrey.
Yeah.
I want some of what Emil Seven's been having. He says Ronnie to score a hat-trick, Sancho and Rashford double, 7-0, Man United.
Yeah, Ronaldo's probably due a goal today because just to say, just go for a goal, use that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
What was you at the Brighton game?
No.
No, you missed
Thankfully.
it. Because he got a bit of a mixed reception, Ronnie. There was a few boos before the game that he thought was
You can't
Sue.
tell if it's Sue or
And
Boo.
that's why
though.
he was waving to him like thumbs up and all that, and it was loud booing him.
Some absolute geezer just go,
Boo! That's what it was. He was like, and I was like, no. But then by the time it's the second half, everyone wanted him on because we were rubbish.
Without wanting to be a dickhead to any particular Man United players here, we've got one real injury in the squad at the minute is Martial, in it. That bench
still
is
got
thin to say we've only got one player out.
fine.
Thin. In it. That is like That's a.
What are you on about? That
Come on,
is,
Brighton,
that is
score a late
genuinely
goal, come on.
one of the best benches I've ever seen in my life, right?
Do you know what I mean though?
You've
Like,
got a 4 times Champions League winner on your bench.
That's true,
right?
yeah.
You've got an FA Cup Youth Cup winner on your bench,
got Stephen
right?
Howson's
You've got
mate.
Ilanga, who scored away at
Stephen
Atletico
Howson's mate?
Madrid, right? Donny van der Beek was nominated for a Ballon d'Or not long ago, right?
yeah, that's
McTominay is literally one of Scotland's top 5 centre-backs.
yeah, Garnacho
right?
won Man United their
Yeah.
most recent trophy.
James Garner was arguably the best player in the Championship last season, yeah? And Wan-Bissaka cost 50 million quid, so he must be
We
good.
say arguably. Mitrovic scored 46
Well,
league
there's
goals
an
last
argument,
year.
though.
There's no argument.
McTominay comes highly rated by Sir Alex Ferguson and Jose.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
and he's
It
one of
can't all be
Scotland's
wrong.
best centre
That's
backs.
what I mean, yeah. He's in the top 5. There's only 4 other centre-backs in Scotland that are better than him. So,
You could get a job at MUTV. you could get.
Do you know what I mean though? That
I
is.
spun that one, didn't I?
And again,
I almost believed it myself.
I like a lot of those players, and a lot of them are up and coming
I
players.
love
But
the fact
like,
you went one of them, Stephen Howson's mate.
but it's thin.
I hope
that,
he
innit?
never goes in
Like,
goal after hearing that.
I know. Imagine but if we're 2-0 down. There's not much on there where you can go, I know this player can change the game, is there?
I think we need
That's
to let
tough.
Ilanga go.
Attacking wise, you're right.
Send him on loan or something.
It's
Just
very,
let him
very,
go.
very
We
thin.
need attackers. We need attackers desperately.
We've got a quote here from Eric Ten Hag. on
Read it in his
Cristiano
voice.
Ronaldo. I can't do impressions, mate. It just sounds racist. Eric Ten Hag and Cristiano Ronaldo says his pre-season was short. Ronaldo is Ronaldo. He can do that. He's proved that so often in the past. So he's not too concerned with the fact Ronnie didn't have a big pre-season. Are you bothered?
A bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you not think he's ready now,
I mean,
though?
yeah, but he's also, 37?
Yeah.
His fitness isn't
You
going to be
Poznan
that of a
twats.
23-year-old no matter what.
Sunderland. Sorry, yeah. QPR have just equalised against Sunderland. I still hate Sunderland.
I still like QPR. Fuck that.
Yeah, actually, I hate them
The battle
both.
of
They
the-
both lose.
the battle of the
Celebrating
dickheads,
when Aguero scored
Well,
against you.
a draw. There you
Absolute
go. That's
nutcase.
all right. Neither
Yeah,
of them
I hope
win.
they both
But
win.
yeah, Ronaldo's, let's be honest, too old to be as fit as we would like him to be anyway, let alone when he's missed the first month of
Oh,
pre-season.
no, he's been training with Ronaldo Jr. for about 3 weeks. For God's sake.
Ronaldo Jr.
It's like,
That
I
is
just- that worries
attacking
me.
wise though. That is very, very concerning. That on that bench
Yeah.
you've only got Ilanga, who scored 3 goals last season in the Premier League.
Yeah. Garnacho's never scored
even
in
if
the Premier
we
League again.
get,
He's
let's say we
18-year-old.
sign, who we've been linked with?
And out
Morata.
Cody Hackpole and
Morata.
Rabiot.
Morata.
Yeah, we've been linked with him.
Okay, forget we don't sign Morata. Martial comes back.
Yeah.
Hackpole and Rabiot. Still an awful bench.
Still thin, isn't it?
Is this as bad? Is this squad as bad a squad as you've seen as your time as a Manchester United fan?
I don't think so.
No,
not quite.
no.
I think there was
He
times
was
under,
bad at sometimes under Van Gaal.
Yeah, I was just going to say, under Louis, there were times when you just had like...
Was
We had
it though?
Donald
Was
Duncan
it-
that playing,
Was
remember?
it that bad under Louis?
Donald
the
Love.
squad? The squad? Yeah. That was because Louis was like, how old are you? 17, you're starting. What?
Donald
I'm not-
Glover
I'm
on the
not-
bench.
I've never played before, I don't care, get in there, lad. But even under Van Gaal, we had a lot of quality players there. Because he still
Yeah.
had the remnants of the Fergie team. And we bought a lot of players.
I love that.
Can
What's
we
it-
send
remnants?
McTominay
We did
on
though,
loan
didn't we?
Yeah,
to
we did.
Livingston.
Maybe.
Yeah, you can't do
Ken
that.
Livingston.
'Cause-
People like Ken Livingston, don't they?
What? Who?
The press.
None of the Jewish
Mrs.
community.
Livingston.
Yeah, not them. Yeah.
I tell you, who likes Ken Livingston, his mates who he gave jobs
Oh,
to. when he was
Mitrovic
mayor
missed a
of
penalty.
London. Fraud.
Absolute fraud.
Fraudulent fraud bag.
Who were they
No,
playing?
he scored against Liverpool.
Yeah, he's a good lad. I'm proud of him. That's what counts.
I always
Yeah.
want Blackpool to lose as well.
Why?
Because I got racially abused once
Did you?
in Blackpool, yeah.
During a
always
match
stuck
or
with
just in the
No,
stag
no,
do.
just on the strip
So the Pepsi
as
Max.
a kid. Yeah,
It's horrible, Blackpool, I think.
Yeah.
It's
Don't be
proper,
like that.
What?
Asians love
I
it
used to
though.
cover- I
Even
used
though they
to
get
cover
racially
Blackpool.
abused out there, they love
Right,
it.
the people
the
there,
2p
right.
machines and that.
Asians.
It's
Well, he's not
such a
talking
sweeping
about-
statement that
yeah,
only
like
he could make
4
on this
billion
channel.
people
Because
love
if me
it.
and him made it, we'd be in all sorts of my book.
We got that
Sorry, we're to make it 0. So Blackpool is a nice place. Yeah, we don't want to cast aspersions on
I've
Blackpool.
never been to Blackpool. I've seen it. I've seen it from the beach of Southport.
I mean,
So
it's probably a great place.
it
But
is.
Yeah, when I was reporting there.
The largest
it's
tower in the
alright.
country.
is it?
I don't fucking
Blackpool
care.
Tower and that.
Blackpool Tower.
What
Did
I
you know-
used to don't get though.
I love that sentence. What I used to don't get.
What I never used to get.
What I used to don't get.
You're an educated man.
Adam,
right?
that was
You've got a law
incredible.
degree, and you talk like
Instead-
like you're 4.
Instead of saying what I didn't used to
Listen,
understand,
yeah.
it's what
When
I
I'm with
used to
friends-
don't get.
When I'm with friends, I dumb it down for my friends.
Yeah, because otherwise you'd be like,
Do you know what I mean?
we'd just be
That's
absolute
the
mouth
You just like
breathers.
drag me down to your level.
That's a good
Yeah.
point, yeah.
Paddy Lane from Fleetwood. He sounds like someone from a comic book, doesn't he?
Yeah, it does.
And what were we talking about?
What you used to don't
In that
get
song.
was...
Sorry.
Yeah, in Blackpool. Oh, let's go see the lights.
Lane
What
is
do you
in
mean
my-
go and see the lights?
Pardon?
What are we looking at here?
what?
Lights.
The light. Oh yeah. Oh, Blackpool Illuminations. That used to be a retreat. That.
What do you mean?
Mate,
You
you've
get
never
in the-
lived. You get in
There's
the
been
car
times where we used to
and
go
drive
there,
very
stay in the
slowly
car,
past
not get out of the
Northern
car
Light.
because it's pissing down with rain.
No, you don't get out of the car.
Just look at lights.
Yeah,
Go home.
You drive down. There's a trip. It's mint. There's like 8 bulbs
Yeah.
in some of them. It's amazing.
Yeah, it's the pinnacle of human
when I was a kid, though, we
luminance.
used to go Blackpool Illuminations. I used to get well giddy for it.
Once, yeah, we went to, I can't remember where we went now. It might have been Western Supermare, somewhere like that. Somewhere, anyway, just me and the lads. And we were going back quite late or early in the morning, however you want to look at it. So we decided to have a nap in the car, yeah.
What,
There was
while you're driving?
Yeah, no, there was no point getting hotels, and we just, 3-4 of us just quickly had a nap in the car, yeah. So we're napping in the car now, and it must have been about 4 in the morning. And we woke up, and there's these geezers around the wood car, yeah, and they're singing. They're trying to terrorize man, really. I was about 15, 16, and they were singing, "Steamy windows, hey you,
Yeah.
P-bombs." But they were just singing it called "Steamy windows, hey you,
B-bombs.
steamy
That's what
windows."
they're singing to.
Yeah, because the windows are steamed out. It's the funniest, it's the best racial abuse ever.
Did you funk it?
And because of that, you were Blackpool to
And I think we were
lose
just
every
all
week.
like, "Shit, if we move, lads, we're fucked."
Yeah, we're
Just
fucked.
don't
Yeah.
move, lads, pretend you're asleep.
If they know we're dogging, this will get even worse.
Yeah, wait till the second verse, then we'll go.
Great song, man.
From the
This is
top.
quite good. Yeah, and again, Connor Smith says Maguire plus Highline equals loss.
Haaland.
Maguire.
Highline.
Reese Matheson says board may spend if we lose.
Yeah.
This
Anbesol.
absolute plethora of treats.
Look at this adult strength gel.
What's that called? Anusol.
It's got lidocaine in it.
Lidocaine, man. Give me that good old lidocaine stuff.
Maybe we should just get them off the.
Why?
Midlands. It just looks a bit kids' party, doesn't
I
it?
don't know why you get so concerned about things like that.
Oh, and the
We're
noise.
normal-
Did you get me a water? I didn't see a water get
I
delivered.
ordered it, they just didn't.
Yeah,
send-
right, that old
did it?
chestnut. Hey. Get yourself some beer.
I got you a cookie though.
Do you care about Ronaldo? Are you bothered? Do you think? You seem like you've given up on the season already. When you compare that to the start of last year,
No. I'm just waiting.
Are we going to see anger?
I want us to
later
get
on?
to the stage of the season where we start playing all the kids and that. Do you know what I mean?
Thanks, Callum.
And then that'll be a fun part of the
I
season.
will drink tap water.
You lose the first game.
Someone
Come on,
didn't
if this
order
was
me some.
Football Manager, we would have saved game.
Pathetic.
We would have exited without saving the game. Yeah. Do you know what I mean?
I wasn't as bothered after the Brighton losses as I usually am. I've always
Because you're used to it.
Honestly,
You're
I was still
numb
gutted, but I wasn't like. "Ugh," I was like,
I hate that.
here we go again. Do you know
I hate
what I
that.
mean?
I'm still holding out. I still think we can get top 4.
Yeah.
Is that mad? Is that stupid? It probably is stupid. I appreciate we're not the favourites.
Should we
And
put the camera on Joe?
I think if you played that simulation out 10 times, we'd only finish top 4 1 or 2 times. I respect that we're going to struggle, and the fact that we started so badly is an indicator that they haven't adapted to Ten Hag's tactics the way I thought they had. But I still think there's a chance we get top 4. I'm still not completely enamoured by Chelsea. I still don't think they're the best team in the world. I know they've improved a lot, but I don't know. It's hard, isn't it, when you think realistically, the most likely scenario this year is 5th, probably 6th. That's a worry, isn't it?
I feel like we could get. I agree with you. I think it'd be very difficult and probably, probably like unlikely we'll get it. But I feel we could do it. And I think if we did get top 4, you've got to give Ten Hag the credit for that. 'Cause there's a part of me that feels if we got top 4, people would be like, it's 4.
It's not a trophy, is it?
Do you know what I mean? Where he deserves a lot of respect if he does manage that, because this squad is threadbare. That bench, all joking aside, worries me because there's no one attacker in there really, an out-and-out attacker. All right, Garnacho as well. But how many Premier League goals have you got in that team? On that
Genuinely.
bench? On that bench, how many?
I can tell you
historically, how many have they scored between?
I can
them in
tell you
Premier League?
for a fact who's got the most Premier League goals, and it's Scott McTominay.
Yeah, exactly. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Zachary Purvis says the perfect group for a watch along. So happy to see a manager willing to drop Scott. Still shocked. Shaw got to start. Sam Architects, welcome to the academy. We have got
Sam.
extra content on the members' videos as well. Go and check them out. Jay Dale says, looking great, boys. Thank you. Reese Matheson says, abysmal. Fair enough. Khan says, Lindelof injured till September.
Is that true? Although September's only 2 weeks, isn't it?
Yeah.
So let's not shit
DB Cooper
ourselves.
says, hello, Jay. I predict Fred will trip over himself and the ball will accidentally be kicked into Ronnie's path and he will finish it for a 1-0 victory.
To Ronnie's pants.
Yeah?
Is that what it said?
Have you ever had a ball kicked into your pants?
I've had a ball in my pants that got kicked.
One of your balls? Or did you have an extra ball in your pants?
It was one of yours. No, yeah, it was one of mine. Nothing worse, is there?
No.
Now, I'll tell you two things that happen so much less after you leave school. You stop getting kicked in the balls, and you stop getting winded. I used to get winded all the time. I've been winded since 2012. Horrible, isn't it, getting winded? Scary.
There was a geezer at college, yeah. We used to call him Smiler because he used to always smile no matter what the circumstance was.
Was he?
And even like when he was pissed off or sad or angry or whatever, he'd still be smiling.
Was he like the Joker in the film? The Joker?
Not like that. He wasn't psycho.
The Joker. Thanks for clearing up which film you meant.
He was just a nice guy.
No, because it could have been
hell.
Batman and...
Was he like the Joker from that film?
Well, no,
People
because the Joker in the film The Joker has that card, doesn't he, that he shows to people. Because he's got something wrong with him that he smiles all the time.
To test it, people used to boot him in the balls.
Oh, yeah, that's the only way to test
Nice,
that.
that
Because
is.
See if
boots
it's
have
still
testicles.
What? Yeah, the fucking
Yeah.
one flew over the cuckoo's nest method of testing things. That is.
Yeah.
He looks like he smiles all the time. Let's make his life hell. See if
Yeah.
he still smiles.
Cut off the front bits of his brain.
Cut off
to
his
see if he
mum's
still does
eyelids
it.
and see if he still
Yeah.
smiles then.
Oh, yes.
Oh, he does still
is.
smile. That's weird. It must be a
Aye.
thing with him.
Must be a witch. Oh, my God. Hey, what sort of college did you go to?
Is Thomas Frank singing to the crowd before the start?
He looks like he could be Rory's dad, doesn't he? Same hair and all that. I think they look similar. Do you?
Thomas Frank, yeah, there is a resemblance.
The hair is exactly the same.
Got a good head of hair on it.
Yeah. How
He
old
got
is
two
he?
first names as his name.
I
Thomas
like
Frank.
that. I think that looks.
Yeah,
I
big
think that
fan
always
of that.
sounds good. Are you all right? Go on then.
Go on. Oh!
United are winning today.
Yes.
Cody Gakpo with the goals.
Yes.
He's getting both of them. Sony Ericsson playing against his old club.
I just popped my nut in Joel's mouth.
Nah, it's
There.
not for the first time.
Yeah. Chucked his nut at my lips. Do you think they're going to miss Ericsson this season? Yeah. Like, is this going to... Like, he was their best player last year. Even if nothing else, we've taken their best player off him. Surely we can beat Brentford.
But Ivan Toney's so good, man.
He's all right.
The thing that Brentford have got that we haven't got as well, at the
Fuck
minute,
me, how can we be saying this?
is like team spirit. He came from 2-0 down, didn't he, against Leicester, I think. Yeah. To draw 2-2 last week. You know, they have a sense of sort of, you know, togetherness. And obviously, last season was a great season for them. Everyone thought they'd go down. Stayed up, comfortably stayed up. So they're buzzing. And you look at United, finished 6th, disarray, players wanted to leave. You know, not at the window we wanted to have, regardless of the fact Ericsson's come in. And a couple of others. So it's just two different scenarios.
It's just
isn't it?
mental, though, isn't it? What
Shout
are
out
we
Jimmy
doing?
Babs on Twitter.
Go on.
Who?
He tweeted Martinez when he sees Tony in the tunnel.
He loves this.
The size of that fucker.
Yeah, he is small, isn't he? Although, actually, do you want to know something? How tall is Ivan Toney?
Same height.
No, he's like 5'10". He's 5'10".
Yeah,
He's
that's
under
what I
6
mean.
foot.
No.
Or he's maximum 6 foot.
But he looks taller.
Because he plays like
How quickly are you
Because
gonna
he
eat
plays
all
like a
5
target
of them
man.
chocolate
I
chip
can't eat
donuts?
Tom's Rex, so can I have one?
Why is it so
Jay's
great?
got mouth ulcers because he had some chewing gum.
Yeah, well, it's
You
a
know,
whole-
you
like
drink
that-
a hot drink too fast and you burn your tongue up. That's the worst, isn't it?
You're like that boy. Have you ever seen The Secret Garden? You know that boy that just stays in the bed because he thinks he's ill all the time? That's you, isn't it? I had a chewing gum on my... I can't eat cookies anymore.
You know what, John?
Fucking
Why don't you
grow
just
up,
fuck off?
Why don't you... You spat so much chalky chip into that microphone.
Are you
there.
a dry roasted or salted man?
Dry roasted. I like it. What about you? You like a
I'm
nice
dry
moist
roasted.
roast, don't you?
Pistachios are the bollocks. Though, as well.
Pistachios are good, but one year
Too
at
much
Christmas.
going on there, though, isn't there? Opening them up and all that.
No,
I
that's
know,
a
yeah.
fun
What
thought.
am I, a
for that.
fucking parrot?
That adds taste.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Little bite on the.
One year,
shell.
my mum bought me a 2 kilogram bag of pistachios on Christmas Day. I ate about half of them, threw up, and then couldn't eat them for 2 years. But we're back on the pea bombs now. I love a pistachio. They're so
Yeah.
good.
I think I've told this a lot of times. Once I had a jar of beetroot and my shit was purple. I'm not pissed.
How about that as well?
I was shitting myself. I thought I was going to die. Swear to God, I was only a kid.
Yeah.
I
Who
just
did you
got
tell? Who did you tell what
my
happened?
mum. I was like, Mum,
Mum and poo's purple.
Was it
Mum,
pickle
my
beetroot?
piss is purple. And oh my God, my shit is too.
Yeah. Sounds like who was it?
But
George
now I
the
might
Third.
do it just for the laugh.
His poo was blue on it.
Was it?
Yeah.
Why? What did he
You know
eat?
Madness of King George? His poo was blue. I reckon he had something wrong with him. He was mad when he was insane.
Yeah. But what would he eating?
King George,
Yeah, King George III.
his poo was blue.
Yeah, he went mad and his poo was blue. There's some
Have you gone so mad that you shit blue? I bet he was eating Play-Doh, wasn't he?
Or all the blueberries or something.
Yeah, or blackberries.
He
Yeah.
was going in on it. Maybe
Yeah.
he ate loads of beetroot.
Maybe. Although
It wasn't blue, they just didn't know purple back in the day.
Hey, do you want
They
to
were
know
like,
something?
What's this
motherfucker,
colour? We haven't got a name for this colour.
Hey,
That's
no.
blue,
Hey,
blue.
you say that, Jay.
Yeah.
Did you know the colour blue didn't exist in English and British Western culture
until
like 600 years ago? There's no reference to the colour blue in the Bible.
But surely, like,
Yeah,
the,
but
the
it doesn't, no,
sky
that's
and
cool.
the sea.
But blue still existed.
Yeah, it
The
existed.
sky was still blue. We just
Yeah,
didn't
I'm not
call it
saying
blue.
the colour didn't exist. I'm saying our sort of perception of it wasn't sort of the same way it is now.
That's nonsense. 'Cause
That's
it
true.
existed.
Google. Humans couldn't see the colour blue or didn't recognise the colour blue.
Nonsense. Of course we could.
Google it.
We
Ethan,
haven't
Google
changed
it and
what
put it on
colours we could
screen.
see. That is bollocks. That's the biggest load of
Bi-
bollocks
in the
I've ever-
Bible, the sea is described as like wine dark and stuff like that. They didn't
Yeah.
have the colour, the word blue.
Because
is new.
When you're by the sea in some places, it looks
Yeah,
dark
but
like
do you
that.
know do you know how in nature there's very few
The
blue
sky was blue
things?
back in the day,
Yeah, I know it was. I'm not disputing that.
and people could see it as blue.
They didn't recognise
They just didn't call it
register
blue. They just went, that sky is sky coloured.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so what are you on about?
I've just said the colour blue, and there's a case to be made that we didn't notice and see the colour blue the way we do now and distinguish it from other colours.
That's a bit stupid.
It's a relatively modern thing.
I think that's nonsense. Absolute nonsense.
Get involved in the comments and let us
Yeah,
know what you
get it
think
on the
about the colour
screen.
blue. The lame name says it was a sky blue.
One of the worst blues.
What? This shit was
See,
sky
you've
blue.
divided opinion here. David Ayres says Joe says a lot of facts that he makes up on the spot, while Will's Jacket says Joe is absolutely bang on about the blue thing, by the way. So there's a debate going on.
Fucking bollocks.
Hey?
What's this from? From ScienceAlert.com.
Yeah.
Human vision is incredible. Most of us are capable of seeing around 1 million colours, and yet we still don't really know if all of us perceive colours the same way. But there's actually evidence that until modern times, humans didn't actually see the colour blue. Thank you.
ScienceAlert.com.
Yeah.
Don't listen to them, swat.
Yeah, well, I've paid for the domain name on that for 5 years, so
The
it
next
is
chapter
real.
is why the Earth is flat.
No, it's not
No,
flat.
bollocks,
It's why the
bollocks,
Earth has
no,
got
no, no.
wings is the real one. do you know,
Our eyes
do
have
you know
always
the
been
golden
the
snitch from Harry Potter? That's what the Earth's like. It's flying through the universe with wings on its sides. No one ever notices them because we're just too used to it.
Should we have some predictions? People
Yeah,
are
go
asking.
on.
Why not?
Yeah, United are losing.
Right.
No,
yeah.
they're not.
Right. Mac is saying, what score, Macca?
3-0, 2-9.
Get your score predictions. Get your score and scorers in the comments. So what do you think the score is going to be and who's
I
scoring?
think we're losing, but I can't bring myself to predict the scoreline. So I'll say 3-0, 2-9.
Have you ever seen that thing where not John Watson, what's he called? The former Liverpool player who does his predictions for BBC, centre back.
Matt Lawrenson.
Mark Lawrenson. He hasn't predicted a Liverpool loss in like the entire time he's done that.
In like
Not
3.5
once.
years,
Yeah.
he's only had a draw like 4 times. and everything else has been a win.
His picture on BBC has never changed from when he had hair and all that. So I still think he looks the same as back in the days. But now when you see him on TV,
He's bald.
No hair and all that.
Yeah.
Change his picture, bruv.
Do
Catfishing
you
the
know what I
people.
really respect? I say respect. I never saw him play. If I probably did, I'd probably hate him. I like how Alan Hansen went, you know what? Fuck this shit. I haven't seen Alan Hansen do anything in 10 years. Do you know since he quit Match of the Day? He was just out, wasn't he? He didn't do like get a job in...
Did he quit or pushed?
He got,
Nah,
I think he
I
quit.
genuinely
He didn't get a
think he
job
quit.
like Richard Keys and that doing like Al Jazeera. You don't see him popping up in different like areas. It's just done. I
I
like
reckon
that.
he's screwing now though because he would have been making big boy money now.
Probably.
I don't know. I don't think he was that bothered.
He was like the best though. I think for the
Everyone
time.
goes
He was
on
the
about
big
you
name.
never win anything with kids thing. And like, oh, he got that wrong. Obviously, he did. But he was a good pundit.
And the
Especially
reason
for
why-
an ex-Liverpool player, because he wasn't like all the other ex-Liverpool players are so pro-Liverpool. It's
Yeah.
unreal. He wasn't.
I can't really remember his punditry.
Nah,
And the reason
he was,
kid,
he,
you know,
he
was
was
good.
He was like Keano in the sense that he criticised everyone.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean? Like, it didn't matter if it was Liverpool, it was United, whoever, and he was quite sort of analytical as well. He wasn't just
absolutely diabolical. He used to say that
Yeah.
about
Good,
everything
yeah.
all the time.
Yeah.
He used to be on games and stuff as well.
The defending is
No, but I
so
forgot that.
poor.
You could make a good point there. He just
Yeah, he
walked
just
away,
fucked it.
didn't
He was just like, you know what?
Hey,
I'm done. See you
like
later.
Joe Calzaghe.
Out of the
Right,
top.
I'm out of this. I've had enough now. Yeah.
Me and my brother once met Joe Calzaghe at a 50 Cent concert. Calzaghe was pissed.
Was it? I think he sold it when he went on Strictly. So I'm like, wow, you don't need that in your life. Come
No,
on.
what is he? 46-0 as a boxer. You don't need Strictly,
Strictly
mate.
comes
Tony
down to-
Adams is going on.
Is he? Yeah, but he needs it.
And plus, Tony Adams lost his bloody dignity years ago, didn't he? When he was doing that training thing, when he was doing all that business. Do you
Respect
remember?
him. Yeah.
Zachary Purvis says, Joe with the dumbest fake fact ever, but I want to believe him.
Well, Google it.
Tron, who's been a member of the
Not
first team for
everything
20
I do
months,
was correct.
says, let's stay positive. 3-1 Rashford, Ronaldo, and Sancho for the goals. Great show, as always.
If I could buy a goal to hate me for Rashford.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you, bro. Ian Backman says, love the channel, been following since Full-Time Devils in 2015. I was wondering how much you all think I should budget to travel and see a United game from Texas. I've got no idea on hotels, tickets, etc. Don't worry about that. You can stay with us.
Don't pay more than... If you get it right, you can pay less than... You can pay around 50 quid for a hotel for a night.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Book it
Where's
early.
Joe got you going?
All right, then go to the Gardens Hotel. I'll be honest, it smells. The lift smells of bleach and piss. But
If you're going to come all the way from Texas, spend a $1 on an hotel.
no.
Come on, bro. Where are you
Right.
getting these guys?
Right, well,
in,
these
man?
these two live a life of luxury
Fucking
that
hell.
Life
maybe
of luxury.
that maybe I wasn't
Oh, yeah.
afforded. Yeah,
There's 50 quid.
you can spend
you- I tell you
60
what,
quid. All right, then
next
60 quid.
summer.
Spend
Fella.
60 quid. Get a travel lodge.
If he gives me 40 quid, you can stay on our couch.
You can't get a travel lodge on a match day for 50
You
quid.
can if you book it now, although you don't know
You
what match
can't.
day is, do you? So
You can't. You're not.
Like, if you're
You
coming
get-
all the way over from Texas, how much is your plane ticket?
500 quid.
That's what I mean.
Minimum.
And the rest.
Yeah, depends when he gets it, but yeah. I tell you what you should do: get an Airbnb.
Yeah.
Tell you
that's
what
the
you should
probably
do.
thing. Go on.
Don't watch United.
That's true.
He's got a point there. Also, we've got Miraj Desai says, makes sense. That's why Chelsea and City didn't exist before 2000 because humans didn't see blue before that.
Like that.
Hard luck on poker yesterday, McCullough.
Oh, yeah.
Look at that.
Oh,
It-
yeah,
it's
look,
really
that's how
affected him, hasn't
insignificant it is to him.
Fucking hell.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
I lost 10 grand.
Spend 100 quid on a
No,
hotel.
it was only 55 quid.
55 quid.
Yeah, that's how much. That's a hotel for a night.
Yeah.
That Gardens Hotel, or stay at Sasha's. If you want the true Manchester
Sashes.
experience,
Oh, my God.
stay at
Do not do that. Don't
Stay
even
at
joke about
Sashes.
that. He's joking. Do not do
Right,
that.
can I tell you? I walked past Sasha's once and some bloke came out. This is like 5 o'clock in the afternoon, so he wasn't even. I can't imagine he was pissed. And I not to like. This isn't a braggy thing, but just to be clear, I'm over 6 foot. Like I'm quite a bit tall person, right? He came out.
so
He came
tall.
out and went to me and went, "Hey, look, it's Conor McGregor." Pointed to me like, "It's Conor McGregor." Like arm around me. I was like, "What are you on about?" I was like, "Are you Conor McGregor?" I was like, "Mate, what are you on about?"
did he then
Like,
ask you for
I've
some
got
spare
long
change?
hair. I'm so like. What?
Asking you like
Hey, look,
it's
it's
real.
Conor McGregor.
Yeah,
It's
right.
Conor McGregor. I was
Yeah.
like, "Mate, what is going on?" He's like,
I
"I'll see you later."
I stayed at Sasha.
I don't
Mate.
like this.
It was like grim.
Yeah.
Like,
But if you like,
unbelievable.
it depends what you like. If you like luxury, don't go to Sasha's.
You can't
If
have
you
someone coming over from Texas and stay at Sasha's.
but if
Don't
you
do that.
like seeing something that's a bit interesting, a bit weird, a bit scary,
If you want to step over comatose spice heads on your way to your room, stay at Sasha's. If you don't want to do
yeah,
that,
well,
don't.
all right, quoting their website at him. Fucking hell. Yeah. Fuck's sake.
That was actually TripAdvisor, but
Yeah, all right, sorry.
Something there about fantasy teams. Your fantasy team's doing all right, isn't it?
Not bloody bad today.
Oh,
mate.
fuck all that nonsense.
Right,
What
fair
do you think
enough.
of this stupid kit?
I like it.
care.
I think it looks
Horrible,
nice.
innit?
I think it's
care
lovely.
anymore. We're losing a green
Alright.
kit. We're losing a white kit. Who cares?
Fuck Fantasy Premier League. Fuck the kit. What are the things we're chatting about here? What are we chatting about? What is this anyway?
My team's doing very well so far.
I've got an ulcer on my tongue and it's wrecking my life. So I've
actually
got
not
some of
doing
the
very
good stuff there. It's got lidocaine in it. Numbs it. Right.
Is that like Bonjela?
Yeah. But with a bit of the old, extra.
What's
in
your
there.
favourite Bonjela song? Living on a Prayer.
Joe, you're going to put it in his mouth for him?
Yeah, let me inject this into your
Proper
mouth.
put it in his mouth.
Right.
Pour it into your mouth. Like, what's that?
That's me.
That's how he's going to apply it for you? You're going to
Hand on the back of the head like that. This is on the internet, Jay.
I'm past caring.
Fucking hell.
Mate, I lost my dignity years ago on this channel. Come on, we all
That's
know
true.
that. So-
Yeah, the whole Wax J series
let's
that we did.
let's enjoy our time while we can.
Yeah, because in what time does it kick
Because
off?
we're all
Kick off
gonna be
in
dead
10 minutes.
soon.
It kicks off in 10 minutes.
This is
and
as
after
good as it
that-
gets.
Yeah.
This is. The game just wrecks it.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to be that guy. But I was saying this at Old Trafford the other night. I was like, when it was just before kick-off, we're all
Oh,
chatting.
she's one of the worst pundits of all time.
Let's not
man.
worry about that. Jay's
Yeah,
speaking. You know what I mean?
Fucking hell.
Is she though?
Why is she doing the Man United Brentford game?
Because she's clever.
Go on,
There's a
Jay.
lot
Sorry,
better
you were
pundits
talking.
than, female ones I'm on about as well.
Oh right.
Before anyone starts having a go.
There's also a lot better
Who
pundits
stood next to her? I can't
than
see.
Jamie Redknapp.
He's another useless clown.
Have you
Get
ever-
back to selling sketches, you twat.
Have you ever met Jamie Redknapp?
Of course he has.
You seem like you would
These
have.
things have been in an event with Jamie Redknapp.
Surely. Have you not? He
You
always-
have. Come on.
No,
He
I
seems
promise.
so genuinely.
But I think
like,
if me and Jamie Redknapp were in the
thin-skinned.
same room, I wouldn't go out my way to go over there and take a
troll
picture
him.
or something.
You wouldn't shout, Redknapp, you mug.
Oi, Redknapp. Dickhead. Sell some sketches. Hey, fuck off.
Fucking slag.
Redknapp, you silly ass. That's what I'd shout to him.
Where's he from?
Redknapp. Just
'Cause
down
he's
south.
just
innit?
London and
Just south.
Played
of
for
that.
Liverpool really early in his career.
Yeah,
but
he was a kid.
Started
Bournemouth.
at Bournemouth, right?
Yeah, because his dad was at Bournemouth, wasn't
Was it?
he? Yeah, he's just a cockney, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's just proper. Isn't he Frank Lampard's cousin? Frank
Is he
Lampard's
still with
the
her
most
from
cockney person.
All Saints?
No, mate, that ended about 8 years ago.
Eternal.
Louise nerd him.
Was it All Saints?
Yeah.
All
No,
Saints.
No, it wasn't. It was Eternal. You're right. It was Eternal.
Eternal.
Yeah. No, they
Say
split up.
Levy.
No, it wasn't. Putting it
split
away
up.
like I'd said
They
it.
split up. Bewitched.
Right. Have we got any more score
Mystique.
predictions?
Sugar babes.
Mystique were good. Sugar Babes, they went from 4 to 3 and they kept changing, remember?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's your favourite Sugar Babe?
What's your? Who's yours?
Mine's Keisha.
I like Keisha as well. And some,
Oh,
some
oh.
of the other members.
Oh, good though, aren't
Yeah.
Class. All of them are top quality.
they? Yeah.
Don't know about that. Not sure I like that as a phrase, but yeah.
Why? Being top quality is good. isn't it?
anyway.
You're a top quality fella.
We were saying before the game's as good as it gets. We're all happy. We're all chatting. Back with your mates. It's a laugh. The game kicks off.
Not your fucking mate.
What? Not even that, is that? You what? I'm not your mate.
What?
I've got a choice in the matter. So yeah, the football ruins it.
Yeah, the football is the worst part of the day.
Should we just switch off at football? Come back at half time
Yeah.
and be
Just
like,
put some
Can
else.
you
be like
do-
we'll be like a kids show. You know, like we just proper balmy and just gunge. We'll
What
gunge
did you
someone.
think of that film?
Nope.
Thanks
Nope.
for the invite, but I wouldn't watch it again. I'd
almost
rather
feel-
see what was going on inside the thing.
I almost feel like I have to
What
watch
happened
it
to
again.
those folks in there?
No, dead, isn't it?
They got mulched up.
Then where did it go?
Got
Did-
punched
was
and then
just-
he
you know,
spat out
this-
all the-
yeah,
And like, why
just
was
re-
it a spaceship and then it was a kite?
No, it was a being, wasn't it?
Yeah,
It
the
wasn't a
spaceship was the
It was a
alien.
being.
I'm sure if someone explained it to me, I'd get it and I'd be like, oh yeah, that's great.
I almost feel like I need to see it again. Do we need to describe what we're on about here? Because most people don't know what the fuck
Right,
we're
we went
talking
to like a sneak preview of the film Nope by Jordan Peele, who made Get Out.
It feels
and
proper
Us.
like we've been paid to talk
Yeah,
about
we're not. We just got an invite. Well,
Well,
I
I
didn't
mean,
get
if
an
we
invite.
have, I'm not getting
Yeah.
paid, am I?
We didn't like. It was like the Mobo premiere sort of in town. So we went down there. We all got different invites. Went down there, met up obviously. Watched it. I thought it was okay. I wasn't a massive fan, if I'm being honest. But yeah, that's what we're on about.
it. It's weird being there, though, wasn't it? There's some footballers
Kiki
there.
Palmer saved it.
Yeah. Don't know about that.
Who's that?
Just put, yeah, she saved the movie.
Who's that?
The female lead, as you'd call it.
Oh, do you think so?
I don't think she saved the film.
I thought I didn't.
She
think
wasn't in there, I would have been bored.
I thought he was really good.
Yeah, he's a great actor and that, but
Yeah. Anyway, should we talk about football?
Yeah,
Football.
let's talk about football.
What
Go
do you think?
watch it.
What do you think the score is going to be? Jay?
Yeah, I said before. I said on the preview that I thought Brentford are going to do us.
You said 3 now.
I said 3. I've never done that before. I'm not trying to be. Oh, look at me, I'm clever going for a United loss.
You are
I-
a little bit though.
No, I'm not. I genuinely think we'll lose. I hope I'm wrong.
But 3-0 is the prediction of a man that
This
is
is
almost
this
sort of
is Louis
reveling.
Van Gaal 2.0, right? This is the sort of season we're having where we had a decent pre-season, started off losing games, and then he sort of turned it around. And I feel like that might be what
today
happens
we're going to
tonight.
lose. But I am not going to... My opinion of Ten Hag isn't going to change.
No, mine's not either.
And we just have to get...
What if
We have to hold tight some of these performances.
is there a possibility that this season is literally just a continuation of last season? Where like let's say we play 20
Maybe the
games,
start
we
of it.
lose like 9. Is that possible?
Maybe the start of
And
it.
Ten Hag goes before like could you see
No,
something
Ten
that
Hag ain't
bad?
going
You
nowhere.
don't think so? even if it's clearly just crumbling
He,
around.
need, he
Ten
needs
Hag's
to be given the
bulletproof.
backing and the time and
bulletproof.
the patience.
If he went, the fans would riot.
But you say that, but I have seen certain people online
No, that's not
saying
that's
things
not,
like, no, I just mean
let's
generally
not
speaking.
talk about idiots.
But what I'm saying is, there are some people that after one game are already saying, why does he want Mitrovic? He's clearly underestimating the league,
Arnautovic.
his tactics.
We want Mitrovic.
Yeah, and Arnautovic, sorry, not Mitrovic.
I would take Mitch Rich.
Yeah,
Mitch Rich.
Rich.
Is he
Rich
related to
Mitch.
Richie
Mitch is a very wealthy Mitch.
But like, there are some angles by which Ten Hag has already been criticised.
I understand the idea that there is a chance, let's not, kid ourselves, that he's not the right man for the job. But I think if he was to go before the season, people go, okay, it doesn't matter what manager you've got, it's just these owners, it's never going to work with him.
Yeah.
There's no point in pretending anymore. That's why I think there would be a massive reaction. Not because everyone's so emotionally attached to Erik Ten Hag. I think there'd just be that thing of, this was meant to be the new era with a new manager, a new director of football, a new CEO. He told us all that Woodward was gone. We're going to do things differently. We're going to do the things differently in the transfer market. We've got a manager who's on the up rather than one who's in decline. All that jazz. It fails, and you're going to go, the only reason this continually fails, we already know that anyway, but there's no denying it or whatever, or there's no chance of it working, is the owners. And I think there would be a huge reaction. I remember on the tour I said to you, what do you think would happen if Erik Ten Hag quit? Like almost immediately, if he was like, do you know what? This isn't what I've been sold. When
I was lied to.
Yeah, I was lied to about transfers. I was lied to about
lied to me.
Exactly. If he was to leave, if he was to quit, and you was like, I think the fans will go berserk. Yeah. And I think you're right.
Yeah,
I think that would. If I don't want to get into a debate. But everyone's different reasons why you're going. I used to been going at United for years. I still want to keep going. But there comes a point where you go, okay. Where's the limit? Yeah. Where's the line in the sand where you go no more?
Oh my God! Did you see that?
Sheffield United. It's showing United's first game against Sheffield United, first ever Premier League game against Sheffield United.
Who went arse over tit? Did you see that?
Yeah. Brian Dean banging him in.
Schmeichel.
You mate. Schmeichel.
Was that his first season, Schmeichel?
No, his first season was the season we lost to Leeds.
The year before.
Yeah.
Do you remember that? Do you remember signing Schmeichel?
Yeah, I saw him at the airport. Schmeichel.
What, when he was arriving to sign for us?
Yeah.
That's cool. How old were you? About
11. And I saw his debut in Matt Busby's testimonial as well.
That was in 91, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Is that when George Best played?
Yeah, they had a little game before the actual game of like City team and a United team. And I got to saw George Best play. He only played for about 5 minutes and he was knackered when he came off. But he did a few little keepy uppies and everyone was loving it. The crowd going mad.
What's Steve McLaren doing to Jadon Sancho? See that?
I don't know.
It's obviously a training job, but he's just
listen. I'm not being negative because I don't.
Yeah, can we have some? Right. So what?
Right,
We've got 5 minutes.
You know me. I rate Bruno Fernandes very highly. I still rate Marcus Rashford. I still rate
living
Jadon
on a
Sancho.
prayer at the moment.
Yeah, I still rate obviously Cristiano Ronaldo. There's every chance we could take this game to them and we could turn them over. We've got good players.
You know something I'm excited
Problem is
about?
we're not playing at our levels.
Eriksen and Ronaldo linking up. I reckon Eriksen assists 6 or 7 goals for Ronaldo this season.
That's a lot.
I know, I was about to go big
5.
and I thought, that's a lot, that is.
Yeah, it's a lot.
6.
6. I'd love that.
About a quarter of Ronaldo's goals.
I think that could well happen. Think about Eriksen taking corners as well, because Ronnie hasn't had very good deliveries.
When you look at the number of players assisting other players, it's actually dead low. Like that 6 or 7 is possible, but it's not. No one's ever done like 15.
Really?
I think it's a lot lower than you think that. Because remember, Son and Kane, it was like 10, and that was the record.
Oh yeah.
Like it's not actually that high, but 6 is doable.
4-0.
They've combined for so many trophies, haven't they?
Yeah, the trophies. Isn't it mad that fucking what's he called? I can't remember his name now. Oh, I can't think of his name. Don't matter. Anyway, so many people have won. It was someone that had won, who was just an awful player that had won the League Cup with Tottenham. Or no, he played for Tottenham. He played for Tottenham his whole life, and his only trophy he's won was at Swansea when they won the League Cup. That was it. I can't remember who it is now. Someone who plays for Tottenham or did play for Tottenham.
Wayne Routledge.
It might have been. Can't remember. Anyway,
go on, we'll find out. We can do this.
There's a player.
No, we're going to find
because they beat Bradford 4-0 in the League Cup final, which is one of those games that just didn't take place.
Bradford were in the League Cup.
Swansea beat Bradford 4-0 in the 2011 League Cup final, which is just a game that no one can remember.
They're getting funky with all the colours this year, aren't they?
I know, yeah. But there's a player who plays in that team who the only trophy they've won as a player, they're known for playing for Tottenham. only
Ben
played-
Davies was there, but they bought him off. So that
I
was
think
the
it
way
might,
around.
it might be Ben Davies.
Because Ben Davies went from Swansea to Tottenham in 2014 and obviously not won anything since.
That's who I'm on about.
Right,
the only
okay.
trophy Ben Davies has ever won
Yeah.
was
He's
the
been at
League
Tottenham
Cup
since
for Tottenham.
2014.
That's who it was.
And he's played, for Tottenham, he's played something like 272 games.
Yeah, so he's played 272
Ben
games for
Davies?
Tottenham, and the only
Or something
trophy he's
like
ever
that.
won was
Who's
the League
there
Cup.
now?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he spent 9 years at Spurs, or 1, 2, 3, 4,
Yeah.
5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, 9 years at Spurs.
Yeah, it was the 2013 League Cup final. They won 5-0. Who remembers that game? By
Do you know
the
what I
way?
remember about that? I remember he was a little kid, Nathan Dyer,
Yeah.
scored
He was
2
great.
goals, and they got a penalty, and is it the Guzman took
Yeah.
the penalty, and they were arguing.
Yeah.
Nathan Dyer spat his dummy out because he would have had his hat trick. Right,
Can't decide on that kit. Remember the reversible kit we had?
Yeah, the gold and white
Black
one.
Oh,
the black one.
No, there was a training kit as well.
The gold and white
Which was
reversible kit in
black
the early 2000s
and
was
green.
great. Yeah, I like that
And that
kit.
was the green.
It's proper like Need for Speed Underground 2 green that in it.
But there was a
Did you ever play Need for Speed Underground 2, Jay?
No, I'm not been a big gamer.
Have you not?
No.
Need for Speed Underground was the bollocks.
Yeah, that's a proper colour
I
from
can
that.
visibly remember like playing that, like what my room looked like and everything.
You've got
Yeah.
I think you've got a very good memory.
Considering.
Considering you have, like, you're very good with goals and times and all that sort of stuff, and I'm terrible at that.
Yeah.
I'd like to get you on a quiz.
Yeah. What, name a time, any time? You can't.
But then I could have a conversation with someone and they could ask me about it tomorrow.
Yeah, I know that. I know them ones. I've done them ones with you.
Yeah. Yeah, me too.
You know what it is?
What have we done that for?
Sometimes I hate
we
listening.
literally agreed
You
to
told
it.
us to. You said that was what you wanted to do.
shit,
yeah,
yeah.
I didn't know. Yeah,
Apparently
I forgot.
United want him, that David Raya, Brentford's goalkeeper.
It was interesting in the Laurie did an article. I think he did an article. He certainly did a tweet saying that United have increased their budget for another keeper from 1 million to 7 million.
I actually think that's something, though.
No, I'm not saying it's not. But my point is, because it said, the article went on to
6.
say that because the new goalkeeper will be expected to challenge David De Gea.
Yeah.
You can't get a £7 million goalkeeper to challenge
I
De Gea.
think you can.
I
I think you can. Because there are plenty of like 32, 33, 34-year-old goalkeepers who've been playing at top clubs who are out of contract that can pass. David De Gea is the fourth choice Spanish goalkeeper for the national team. You know?
I just think you need to spend at least 10 million on a keeper.
Yeah,
if
but
they're going to play. For
well, they
the
said
first
as well
team.
in the article that it's 7 now, but that could grow depending on who's available. So it's basically he's
Luke
gone.
Shaw looks like one of them fellas out there. Remember that picture of the 4 fellas with tight jeans and that on?
Yeah.
Luke Shaw looks like he should be in that picture, innit?
Outside Revs in Sheffield or wherever it was.
Yeah, Luke Shaw. I know. Yeah, he's
Yeah.
he's built like a brick shit ass, but I know he dresses like that sometimes.
Yeah, it's skinny jeans
Yeah.
and a white shirt tucked
Badass.
into it. Yeah.
That's to bounce around.
Yeah. Just to jump into him.
We're just about to kick off.
Look at this, look.
Topping
The most
up my-
middle-class thing I've ever seen.
Topping up
We're
me
gonna get
council
so
house water.
battered.
We're going to win this game. Final score predictions in the comments.
Yeah, go on. I'll read some of our. Give you score predictions quickly,
Scoring scorers.
and I will read them out. So hit those comments. Let us know your score predictions. Hit that like button as well, people. Almost 3,000 people watching. Less than 500 likes. Let's get to
1,000.
1,000 likes. So Edward Dancy says 2-0 loss. Nick Edge Madsen 2-0. AV99 says 4-0. Jay Gramoni says 3-0. Sancho Brace.
Brace.
Watch Magic Happen 3-2. No Culture 1-0 United. Rashford. Andrew Wallinson 2-2. Robert Wagner 3-1. When needed 4-0 United. Too good to be true. We will lose. Grizzly 3-1. Mr. Road Trip 2-1 with a goal from Ericsson.
Love that. Do you think I've got this on at all, Jay?
What do you want me to say?
Yeah.
Yeah, you have.
Thanks.
Yeah.
What's going on?
A little bit.
Ten Hag and what's he called?
Yeah, sorry.
The Battle of the Polo shirts on the bench there. Should we just
Sorry.
scroll up on that?
Sorry, brother.
Can we get a bit of volume, please? A touch
Bit of
more.
volume for the lads.
That might be too much. I know I'm particular with it.
Bill
Can we just
Leslie,
go,
who's
just go
that?
down one, sorry.
Who's Bill Leslie?
Bill Leslie.
Yeah.
He's been curried, didn't he? Oh, that's Les Battersby.
Les Battersby. Oh, what a legendary character. Yeah. Up there with Jimmy Corkill.
Was it Les Battersby? Trevor, Trevor, he was in it. He was Les Battersby's mate in Corrie.
Was it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He was worked with him in the taxi rank.
Yeah,
I
Trevor's
never knew he
ace,
was in
man.
Corrie.
I love Trevor.
He's had such a mad life. He was in the
game's
army.
kicked off.
He was in Corrie, and he used to coach Rashford and all them, like United.
And he tweets all the time about like
I wonder
loads
Rashford's
of like stage
what?
and he does.
Yeah,
the
he's a good
acting,
actor,
doesn't
isn't
he?
Yeah, I love Trev.
Big shout out to Trevor.
Yeah. So we kicked off.
Come on, man. Let's fucking do him.
I
Right
think
in
we're
there.
going to win 3-1, by the way.
Yeah, bro. What can you even say about
I'm
Brentford?
alright, thanks.
You know, you say
You want a
like,
milkshake?
into these.
Into these
can't
shandy
even say- you
drinking
can't-
fairies.
Yeah, what are Brentford? What are they? There's like, what is there in Brentford? Oh, people just do nothing.
Is that
Into
the-
these corrupt
Is that from
FM
Brentford?
bastards.
Nah, that's good, that.
Yeah, but not for today.
No.
Yeah,
What a
yeah,
win.
yeah.
Corrupt FM bastards.
Yeah.
Oh my
Fred's
God.
first
Fred
touch.
starters you mean to go on, you fucking
Absolute
lemon.
ample first touch there from Fred.
Sorry, I get what you're trying to say, then, bro.
Apple first touch. Grinder FC.
Yeah, go ahead, say Grinder FC.
FC Grinder probably sounds better.
Grinder.
That's so good. Have you seen people just do nothing in Japan? Big in
Yeah.
Japan.
No. Oh, go on, Marcus.
I get emotionally attached to.
Oh, it's a good
Great
touch and
ball.
a good pass. There's a man.
Nah,
oh,
of course
come
he's
on,
gonna
why are you
fall
falling
over,
down
isn't he?
there?
Right, you're not going to get
If you
that,
don't
so
fall
get
down,
up.
it can turn. Sancho's
He
on
could
there.
have stood on his feet. There.
Good
I
touch
know.
from Marcus there,
I'm gonna
flicking
be-
it over their player's
I'm
head.
going to be a proper bitter towards Ronaldo this season, even though he stays.
Because keeping your boy out of the
Yeah.
team.
Nah, not because of that.
Alright.
Because he fucked us this summer, man.
He did.
Embarrassing everyone.
Apologies,
No one even wants you, and you try to leave us. Like, what a fucking embarrassment.
I know.
apologies for being a real knob, Anna. Can we just get the volume up one more? I know
Everyone's
I'm being a twat now.
used
Thank
to
you.
you being a knob.
Luke Shaw. This kit is too close to the grass. Innit? This kit is
This
indistinguishable
stinks
from
of
grass.
like, we're losing 4-0 at half time,
Yeah.
we've changed the kit.
Yeah. I don't think
Southampton at the Bell years ago.
I don't think
Great
you
kit.
could make
You can't
a 40
see him
yard
through the
pass.
crowd.
Yeah, you couldn't make a 40 yard pass
Yeah.
because you think it was the grass.
It's just giving some ready-made excuse, doesn't it?
Nah, but when you're playing,
You don't see the grass.
You're not watching it from this angle, are you?
I am. Oh, they call me Mr. Captain Birdseye because I just see the pitch.
Must
from
be
a
quite
bird's eye
difficult
view.
for colourblind people, I imagine.
What? Football? Or seeing colours in that?
Seeing this.
Weird, that.
Why are you such a dickhead? seeing this shirt colour on the grass.
Yeah, it is.
Seeing
It's very
colours of
similar.
that.
It is similar colours. I agree with you. I
You
realise
should
I'm
get
coming
cancelled for
across
that,
as a
you know.
twat, but
Yeah,
I
no, you
genuinely
are.
I agree with
Taking
you.
the piss out of everyone.
Go on, Jason.
And that.
I
gets
don't think
added
I've ever
to
met
every
anyone that's been
sentence,
colourblind.
apparently. It's
I've
just-
heard about it a lot.
What?
Colourblind. I've
Have
never
you seen
met.
took the test to give you at schools, you know, of that? They used to give you colourblind tests. Is it greens and oranges and stuff like that?
Yeah, red,
particular colours that you
green.
struggle to see.
Yeah.
And they used to give you the test at schools to see if you.
And there'd be numbers in it.
Yeah.
And if you couldn't see what number it
Because
was.
sometimes they can't do certain.
Do you remember him, Darius Dinesh?
Was he colourblind?
No, his song from.
Darius
yeah.
from Pop Academy.
Yes, from
Whatever
the Pop
fuck it's
Factor.
called. Pop Factor.
Pop Idol, Fame Academy?
Whatever. Britain's got the Pop Factor.
Pop World.
Hey? That was
was
a
the one
banger, that
Peter Kay
colour.
went
Yeah, yeah. That was a banger, that colourblind. I'll die on that.
Oh,
hill.
great touch there.
What's the
Ronnie.
best tune to come off like Pop Idol and that?
I'm gonna take
And why is
this
it evergreen?
moment.
No.
Yeah.
Do you reckon?
But yeah, it's a big tune now.
It's decent. I don't know if
It's a
it's
great
the best
tune.
one ever.
It is the best.
Oh,
one
then
ever.
what's the best one ever? Unchained Melody. Can't have that. It would existed. That was a double A side to Evergreen. Thank you.
I wasn't going to say Unchained Melody. I was going to say
You made me look a twat, didn't you?
Sounds of the Underground. By, yeah,
Big
by,
tune.
Girls Aloud. Hey. Oh, no, do you know what? I think Impossible by James Arthur. I think that's a banger, that. Do you know why I love that? Do you know why I love that song?
Because you fancy him?
That, and that day, we beat City at Old Trafford. Yeah, he had 3-2. Or 4... Was it 3-2 or 4-3?
Well, you went home and watched Pop Idol.
3-2.
That's what you have to do when you quit drugs.
How can
I'm
this
going to
day
celebrate by watching the
We've
X
just
Factor.
beat City 3-2. All
How
right,
could
let me
this day
get
get any
get home.
better?
Yeah.
We've essentially wrapped up another league
No,
title.
yeah, no, I won't ring me dealer. I'm going to go and watch the X Factor. Hey, James Arthur's good, isn't he?
It all went downhill after Waterman left, I think.
Waterman.
Pete Waterman.
Hey, that's
Stock Aiken
How fucking
Waterman.
much of a weirdo is that other Irish fella?
Louis
Seen that-
Walsh?
Yeah, you seen a video of him grabbing up scary spice on that?
yeah, he's
Yeah,
a bit,
it's horrible.
Bit of a wrong one, isn't he?
apparently,
Yeah, it's gross.
allegedly.
How many times do you reckon he finished like, inside Jedward?
Corner to Brentford.
So the adults talk.
Corner to Brentford. David De Gea has literally got. He's literally sellotaped to his line, isn't he?
Yes, he is. Let's talk about the game.
How many?
He
So
is.
0 to 10,
Right,
11
no,
to
we're
20,
not doing that.
21 to 30.
We've moved on.
40 plus.
Goals from set pieces.
Oh, shit.
Do you know how
Last
that's-
season,
that-
Brentford had 16.
That the fourth most in the league. Do you know how it's sort of traditionally you think like, oh, big from corners. That's like your sort of your lower half teams, your big striker teams. The top three there were City, Liverpool, and Chelsea. We need to get better at shit like that. City got 22 goals from
Corners
set pieces last season.
practically useless.
The only one that really wins anything from a corner is Maguire, and he never scores
No,
from.
he's great at winning headers, but he can't head it.
I don't understand why that's not been dealt with. Like why someone's not.
That's
spent
been a
time
thing
with
his
it.
whole career, you know.
Just hit the target. Do you know what I mean? Like you don't have to obviously score. Just hit the target, and things can happen from that. But
Beautiful things.
yeah, it's weird, isn't it, how so many players need a good season this season.
Brentford is so much
Do
better.
you know what I mean? Like if they have a bad season, this is probably the
That'd be
United
it.
career over, including
Yeah.
Maguire.
Maguire, Shaw,
I take
Rashford,
even
Fred,
Tony, you know.
McTominay.
I take it. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. As a backup striker, why not?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? What is he, 25 or whatever? Premier League proven.
Is he Premier League proven?
Well, one good season, which
Yeah.
is more than
Yeah.
bloody some of the strikers.
He's shown
we've
that
been
when
with.
he's got a service, like when he connected with Ericsson last season.
The thing is, as well, you're not getting.
Great
Come on,
pass, that.
Jadon.
You're not getting an elite striker to come and warm the bench, and we're not spending the money
No.
we need to spend on an elite striker anyway.
No, that's true.
So, pains me to say it, but that's sort of.
Yeah, it's Ericsson getting booed.
Danny Wilde.
Getting booed.
He's been at his.
Bit rude, innit?
Do you know what I mean?
Shit, passing all. Ooh, fucking hell.
Wait, that's a foul against
It
Luke
looked
Shaw.
like one of them was getting fucked up there, didn't it? I thought Luke Shaw got fouled there.
Danny Wilde has been a member of the academy 15 months. Says Jedward's hair gel was Louis Walsh.
That's
Not nice, is it? But it's a super chat.
that's illegal.
Super chat. You got to read that out.
That's
Don't read
a
that.
li-
What you read that for? Don't read that out.
There's not even a foul.
Don't read that out. What's that all about? Right.
It was Louis Walsh.
You know what pisses me off about those kind of shows, isn't it?
What,
Remember,
X
like,
Factory?
The bellends like Honey G and all that.
I hate her. She's blocked me on Twitter.
Yes. Yes! Fucking yes, Jay. Get stuck in.
How is
Hey.
that even possible?
Because she was taking the piss.
You
That
can
was like a
block her
modern
by-
day blackface. It was. It wasn't okay what she was doing.
It wasn't satire either. It was like.
No, she was like mocking what
Yeah.
basically is black culture, and it wasn't all right.
It wasn't Ali G, was it?
No, because Ali G was taking a piss out of middle class people that think they're black.
Yeah.
That was his stick.
Yeah,
She
yeah.
was mocking like that sort of that music. She was, wasn't she? She's taking a piss.
It's mental.
Do you know what I mean? So I was just sort of pointing out to her on Twitter. It's blocked.
You've been blocked by
That's
so
how I
many
used to
bad
spend my
people.
Sunday evenings. Right, only G. Tell you what, tweeting her.
What's your favourite block?
Steve Brookstein talking to the X Factor.
You were blocked by the official G7 account as well, weren't you?
He took the mick out of depressed people, saying you're just lazy sadness.
He used to go on mad ones on Twitter,
Yeah,
didn't
so
he?
all I did was send him a picture of him performing in Costa Coffee. That was it. I didn't abuse him. I just sent him that picture of him performing in Costa Coffee to like 4 bewildered elderly people, and he blocked me.
And I tweeted him for that.
So him for that. Wasn't abusive.
So what did he say?
My favourite block is Chelsea FC.
Oh,
the
that's
football
elite.
club.
Elite.
I didn't know they were allowed to block people.
Although Piers Morgan's also a good block.
That's a good one.
I just basically just kept referring to phone hacking every time he'd tweet
You
it.
know, wow, was it?
And call him a nonce at the same time.
Well, like, that's something else you don't like. Who's your? Have you ever been blocked? Because you're like the nice
I
guy.
don't
on
really
this channel.
tweet, do I?
You don't tweet. And you're like quite
no,
a
I've
nice
never been
person.
blocked by my own
Unlike
dad.
me and him, who are horrible.
Just in real life. No, not really. No, I don't.
Cock block.
I don't know who've been blocked by.
Is it a form of Tourette's? Top blocks.
Dad, please.
Your dad. Hey.
No, we don't want any of your
Oh, wait, here we
Jubilee
go.
jam.
Oh, that's a howler by David De Gea. A howler.
He's gone full Taibbi.
That is one of the worst mistakes I've ever seen him make. It
awful,
was
that.
to his left, almost, from about 25 yards out, a bit of a P-roller, and it's just,
That should be given as an own goal. That's how bad that is.
that is awful.
What is this? What is this control and all that here?
Ronaldo.
Is it the kid De Silva, is it? Oh, it's so
It's just,
bad.
it's just
It's
like
so bad.
there's no one else to blame there. Like Martinez maybe could have got closer, but he puts enough pressure on that the shot
it's so bad.
He
He's
almost
gone
has
with
to-
his hands, but his body weren't behind
He
him.
almost has to like scoop it into the net.
I'm not a goalkeeper coach, but that is all
I
wrong.
I hear what you're saying there, Joe, but you can't have Martinez on there. I know you're not saying
that's
that.
what I'm saying, yeah,
but I
like,
don't want to
there's
hear
no one else to
anyone
blame.
blaming
No.
anyone else. Going, oh, you could. If someone's shooting like that from 25 yards out, you like that. Go on all day
That's
long.
great.
Have a shot.
That's exactly what you want in
'cause
that
that's
position.
Just possession for us.
Yeah, put pressure on De Silva there to the point where he makes a poor shot, and that's
and that
what
was a
they did.
poor shot. It was a pass back. David De Gea there.
That's
an
so
own goal,
fucking.
basically,
Yeah,
yeah.
it is an own goal. I know it won't be, but
He didn't cover himself in glory last week, to be honest with you, De Gea.
no, he made a stinker in pre-season as well.
No wonder we were talking.
Play
Go on,
Eriksen.
go on,
Luke
Shaw.
Shaw,
Go on,
sorry.
one more.
Sancho's on there.
Go on, Jadon.
Back to Bruno.
Oh my God, he's put his foot under it
Why
again.
does this geezer
Stop
shoot like a
doing that.
fucking Idiot. He did it last week.
I know he
at
did.
0-0.
Got
Last
under
week
it.
was far
Completely
worse
under
than
it.
that. It's great 1-2 here from Eriksen and Ronaldo.
Now,
Oh, no, it's
Shaw
Luke
and
Shaw,
Ronaldo.
sorry, my mistake. Yeah, good pass as well to Sancho. Lays it back to Bruno. He's
got
just
it,
hitting it
just
as hard as he can.
Keep
Just
it
put on
down.
target, man.
Stop doing that.
What the
Also, there, Shaw, he could have given it back to Shaw. I don't blame him for shooting.
If he
from
has the
there.
shot
yeah, I
and he
get
hits on
it,
target,
I understand
we could
that.
get a rebound,
Yeah,
like-
nah, I don't blame him for shooting. I just blame
What
him.
the fuck is Bruno doing, man?
Ronaldo's
That brain would be
holding
dangerous, you know,
his
Bruno.
calf like he's got an injury.
Well done,
We'll
Liz.
keep
I
posted on that.
to be honest.
Martinez did really well there.
Go on, keep going, Fred. That's
all do
it.
that,
That's
right?
it.
Come
Keep
on,
going.
this is good. This is more like
This
it.
is better.
He's offside there. I think Sancho's off. Oh,
He's just saved his blushes because that was a terrible pass.
yeah, it was. Eriksen.
It's too much on that.
Well done.
All right,
Good
come on,
read by
man. Let's
Rashford
get into
there.
this
Come on.
game.
I thought he whistled, wasn't it?
Martinez. Stepping high, Martinez. God, I can't believe that. I genuinely can't believe that.
Yeah. Someone mentioned it. Tayyip did it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, you said it, didn't you?
Yeah.
You did. It was that kind of goal.
Yeah. Other than going through his legs, it's the same difficulty of shot. Like,
Played the low.
and none of this sun's in my eyes, all that shot either.
It's like you said, Maka. It was like he went to use his body, then changed his mind to use his hands, and then did neither.
Because like you would think you'd go down like that.
His body's got
but
to be
instead he
behind
comes
him.
like
Yeah.
that, doesn't
Yeah,
he?
yeah, yeah.
He's got his arms open
You
instead
see
of having his-
and this is an excuse for him. This is probably a reason why he can't do what the manager wants him to do. When he's thinking already of the next passage or what to do next, that's why he's taking his eye off it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He needs to be able to do both things. Think about what's next and how quick to move.
They're just showing the Ronaldo injury again. There's nothing in it.
Oh,
That actually led to the goal.
I don't even think VAR can step in there because it's like, bro, your goalkeeper had the ball in his hands. It's not a foul, but he clatters his knee against the other fella.
Cool.
Did you see him?
Yeah.
Because he weren't even involved in the play.
No.
He just kind of walked into it.
Oh, fucking hell.
We just look lost.
That wasn't his. Whoever's fault. Whoever got on the ball and lost that weren't his fault.
The only
We've had a
saving
couple of
grace is
decent-
we've got 80 minutes left
We've
to
had a
turn
couple
this
of
shit
decent
around.
moments since that.
Last 6 away against United, we lost them all.
Yeah.
Okay, they were last season, but some horrendous results in
We
there.
got some difficult.
4-1,
Liverpool
1-0,
coming
4-0.
up.
Getting
3-1,
turned over by
4-0.
City, the Scousers, Brighton.
Battered by Arsenal.
We could
Awful.
lose the first 3, 4, 5 games of the season.
Fuck that, we're winning this. 3-1.
Played. Who was that? Rashford played.
Yeah.
Fred getting twisted.
Fred getting
Fucking-
stung there.
Honestly, he's so far away from that as well. It's
Well done,
cringe.
Eriksen. Martinez. Martinez has started well.
Right, help
Martinez
him out.
played well last week.
That's
So
a
I
good-
thought.
oh, okay.
Oh, no, he's
Bruno,
lost it.
You'd have a shot
Brentford are
again if you
loving
were
life.
Brentford.
They're absolutely loving it.
Come on, a bit of composure here. Oh, it's just desperate,
Bring
isn't
it
it?
down.
We're fucking scared already.
Because Maguire headed it out there. Fred chests it up into the air.
It's going to be 2-0
There's
this.
just no one taking control of the ball. Played
Well done. Martinez has done 3 or 4
That's
good
a
foul.
That's a yellow card.
It's
That,
been
red, I don't know what I'm on
United's
about, but
best
yellow
player so
card.
far.
Who, Martinez?
Yeah. He's the only one that's
Because
consistently
we've not
done the
sunk
right
him
thing.
down to our level yet.
I know. He's still fresh.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Give
exactly.
it 2 months.
Oh, sick. Ten Hag's got one of them pens with the 4 colours in.
Yeah, he had that last week. I love
Did
that.
it?
I mean,
I didn't notice that.
One
And
of
when
my
you used to
favourites.
try and press them all down at once.
Yeah. And they're just fighting at the bottom.
Yeah.
Red's one.
And then eventually you'd crack the bottom of the pen.
Yeah.
So it'd just
The
be broke.
opening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a wizard's sleeve.
I used to love them bad boys. Wizard. You don't hear much about wizards anymore.
My mate's got
You reckon it still exists?
my mate.
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
he had a wizard tattooed on his shoulder, and he had to cover it up when he sobered up, basically.
What, that next morning?
Now, because when we used to go raving, all my mates used to get daft like rave tattoos. You know what I mean? That was one of them, and he had to get it covered up. So it's like, what are you doing?
What are you playing at?
Yeah, we give the ball away down the edge of the box. That's,
So he
I
got the
think he's
ball
in
there.
trouble there. Is it going to be a red card?
He's got the ball there.
Maguire with a yellow.
Did he get the ball? Maguire's been booked.
I thought then he was
Who
going to
gave
give him a
the
red. You
ball
know?
away in the
I
first
honestly
place?
thought he was going to give him a red.
Look, Maguire passes to Ericsson. Ericsson tries to turn it around a corner.
He don't get the ball.
It's not a foul. I mean, sorry, it's not. You never got the ball.
No, he goes to the man first.
Yeah, it's a yellow card.
Well, you know what?
all
That's a
day
fair
long.
yellow card
Yeah.
to receive that.
No.
It's two bearing down on the goal there. He's got to do that. I think that's a fair yellow.
Him and Ericsson were responsible for that mistake.
Danny Palmer says, Snail FC, no tempo. Maguire is not press resistant. I will get in some of your chats. I know I've not been doing them of late because I've just been depressed at what I'm seeing. Abdullah Ibrahim said he's been a member of the first team for 4 months. Says, can anyone support De Gea anymore? He's become a waste of spot in the team. He's not even good at shot stopping anymore. This worries me, this as well, because you've got David De Gea who's just dropped one.
I know. If you, with the sun in his eyes, you want to be hitting an absolute Owen Hargreaves here, dink it over the wall, try and land it on the fucking goal line, and De Gea will miss, and De Gea will fuck it up. Honestly, just land it on in the bottom corner
that
there.
space just looks
He's not
massive, doesn't
scoring, bro.
it? It looks
If he
huge.
gets this over the wall, it's a goal.
Yeah, definitely.
Come on, David, get back in this game, son.
Oh god, that was close as well. De Gea didn't even move. Not that that's his fault. It was a good free kick, just over. It went over the middle of the goal. I think he just knew it was going over De Gea, didn't he? It's not far over.
Was that hit Maguire or was he just fluffed it over?
I don't know. It looked like it took a bit of a jump, didn't it? Not sure there. It's a goal kick either way. And we're giving the ball away in the 18-yard box again. It's 2-0.
Oh, they scored. What? Who gave that away then? Was that De Gea or?
Don't know.
Because they were showing the replay of the free kick, and then United gave the ball to Brentford, and Jensen was just scored to make it 2-0.
What are we doing?
I can't even see who
What is going on here?
it was who gave it away.
What is going on here? This is a fucking disaster, isn't it? This is a disastrous start to the season, this. What is going on?
Oh, I hate to say it because I'm not one of them, but he's putting. There'll be pressure on him because
Right,
people.
nice.
Right,
De
De
Gea.
Gea here. It's not a great ball, and
It's Ericsson. 2-2.
People look at Ericsson losing the ball, but the passes he's received on both occasions and the options for him have been awful.
Ericsson's not happy with De Gea there for giving it him. Yeah, he shouldn't give it him there. To be fair, I wouldn't have wanted that pass if I was him.
It's just a bad pass selection from De
Wrong
Gea,
place
isn't
to
it?
come with a bad art, to be honest. You shouldn't be signing for United, man, with these idiots in the team.
What
know.
are you
Stress you
fucking
out,
doing
brother.
here? To be fair, it's poor from De Gea. It is also poor from Ericsson.
No, it is.
Regardless of the fact that he
I
shouldn't
agree.
have
I
given the
agree
ball.
completely. I'm not
You
hating
can't
on De Gea.
completely expunge him of any responsibility there. If you're running back towards your own goal trying to receive the ball and someone passes it to you, you can't give it away twice in a row.
No.
Even
I
if you have
agree.
to fucking boot
And
it,
it was
over your own goal for a corner and scream at De Gea if you have to, you can't give the
It
ball
was
away
one
inside your 18-yard
criticism
box.
we had
The
of De
passes
Gea.
both times were
No, the
Ericsson.
passes are bad both times. I'm not denying that either. Maguire's pass was stupid. De Gea's pass was stupid. But if you're running back to them to receive the ball,
passes.
you've got to do something with it. They're fucking flying through again. That's out.
Played Martinez.
Genuinely can't believe this.
This
is the worst
I wasn't
possible
trying
start
to
to
be
the
funny
season.
when I was saying I think we'll get turned over.
No,
I
I
could
know.
see it coming. Brentford have got a bit of spirit and we've got nothing. Now I hope I'm wrong. I hope we turn this around. But there's a reason I've been thinking this.
This team, so like this group of players is still in last season, isn't it? They're incapable of learning. It looks like Rangnick couldn't teach them a fucking thing. Ten Hag seemingly can't teach them a thing. Fuck me.
It's just awful, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right.
This is going to be the 7th away game in a row that we've lost. Well done, Diogo. We went on the longest unbeaten away run in the history of the Premier League. And
Do you know
this
what,
might
though?
be the 7th
Do you
in a
think
row
there's
that we've
something
lost.
in that or in this that some of these players just struggle in front of crowds. Struggle at Old Trafford, struggling away.
Because they ain't got
in
the
front of
ball.
crowds. Like that away run we went on was a lot of it was COVID, wasn't it? Behind closed doors, sort of thing.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And I'm seeing the same players that were mint then just look awful at the minute.
Also, though, what does it say that we're playing Christian Eriksen as a number 6? Like, he played a bit deeper for Brentford, but that was, what, fucking 11 games? He's been a number 10 or a false 9 or a, like, wide sort of attacker his whole career. And because we are so thin and our other options are so bad, we have to play him as a fucking number 6 receiving the ball off the goalkeeper.
You're right.
What the fuck?
We've got no strikers on the bench as well because we've
Even,
not
like-
invested.
like,
We've got
even now.
no 6 in the team because we haven't invested. Do you know what I mean? Horrible. Ask Me Singh, member of the Academy of 21 Mums, says, looks like the Hayes head's gone. Should he get subbed? No, I don't think that.
Well, they're
for
trying to
anyone.
replace him. We've
think
basically
he's
found that
subbing,
out this
no.
week.
Philip Merchant says, new season, new manager, only thing the same. The players, these players have
And the
shown
owners.
us who they are year after year. We confuse potential with ability and ability with achievement. Nothing getting better till Glazer's out. I agree on the last
Yes.
bit. When are we going to admit we're an embarrassment in every department, says Mank Mike 93. We are a joke of a club. Nobody fears us anymore. People want to play against us now.
Yeah. Go on then. That's good.
Come on, let's get one back. Let's get in this fucking game, United. Jesus Christ. John West Tuner says, every game we play like this, last 12 months feels like the other team have 2 extra men smothered in every part of the pitch. Will new players solve that? Yes.
Yeah. Of course they will.
Do you know
That's
what I mean?
the
I get
whole
your point. I get your point, but
We've had 3 different managers with 3 different styles trying to make these players do something, and none of them have been able to do it. I mean, Ole got him to second a year, 13 months ago, which looking back seems fucking miraculous, doesn't it? But they got him sacked 6 months later.
come on, get on the fucking ball, United, and do something. Come on, Marcus, you get into this fucking game.
Right. There's Eriksen. Still getting booed.
They can fuck off.
I mean, they should be cheering him.
I know, just give him a
mate.
goal. It'd be a bigger piss take to cheer him.
It would actually, wouldn't
Yeah.
it? That would fucking wind
Boo
him
him
up.
for the first 20, then he... That's a stinker, isn't it? Go on then, Rashford. Bit
Who
of
crossed that?
Dallo. Oh, God. I've got fucking indigestion from these twats.
Can't cross their legs, man.
Are you surprised, Mako, that they start? Are you actually? Is it like, do you know what?
We're gonna have to get used to this for a bit, That's what I'm saying.
Go, innit?
You gotta just. I think we gotta. United fans, we gotta stay calm. We finally appointed the right man.
Yeah, I agree
He's
with
got
that.
to be given time.
I agree with that
to sort this
100%.
mess out. De Gea's clearly not good enough, showing it at the moment. Maguire's not good enough. Shaw's not good enough. Delow's probably not good enough. The midfield ain't good enough. Who is good enough? Do you know what I mean? We got to give him time to build the squad.
I'll be honest though, I am still surprised. I didn't think we were this bad.
I had a
And
bad
player for
feeling
player,
for a
this
reason.
team isn't as bad. Like our team is better than Brentford.
But do you know what, bro? I agree with you, yeah? But how many
We
times...
are. Marcus.
Marcus, come on, you got 4 people in front of you there.
I know.
How many times did we say that last season, though, bro?
No, I agree
On
with
paper,
you.
like, we're better. We're better than Arsenal. We're better than Brighton. We're better than Palace. Do you know what I mean? We didn't just lose to good teams last season. We lost to mid-table
We
teams.
got battered by them as well. We got battered
Yeah.
by Watford. We got battered by
Yeah.
Brighton.
Leicester
Yeah.
destroyed us at their gaff.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And you look at it and you go, how many of those players would you think get in our team at the time anyway? Not many.
No.
Same today. Do you know what I mean? Probably 2 or 3 maybe.
Yeah, exactly.
We're just not playing as a team, just another football fan who's been a member of the first team 25 months. What I would give to be Vibes FC again and be accused of relying on individual brilliance.
Do you remember that?
You're
Do you remember
right,
when we had some individual brilliance? I'd fucking love that now. Do you know what you should have? You should have reliable tactical ways of breaking down teams and keeping clean sheets and individual brilliance on top of it.
Yeah.
That's the goal. Like, we've got absolutely neither at the minute. What's this?
It's a water break now. They're giving everyone a water break halfway through the first half, I think, because of the heat.
Not the heat that fucking Ten Hag is going to be under in the morning.
It's sad, innit? Because he will be under pressure.
Yeah,
he
he will.
shouldn't be, but he will.
Yeah, he will.
I think it was Jamie Jackson we had him on, and he's not exactly, he's not exactly the first person to say it. He said, if you lose 3 games on the spin as United manager, you're under pressure.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And is he going to lose to the Scousers? Probably.
Yes. Because also, like I said before, my point before the game was, there are people, and there are ways to criticise Ten Hag if that's what you're desperate to do. Yeah. You cannot blame a manager for David De Gea conceding that. You cannot blame a manager for passing the ball to Eriksen when he was marked. Do you know what I mean? You can't. That's not the manager's fault. But what you can blame the manager for is like that there. What is going on there? Like, does he know his man's there? That's the thing. Eriksen isn't a player that is used to playing with his face to his own goal. That's not what he does.
Was on there. Couldn't give it to Maguire.
I know, but I don't think I don't think De Gea trusted himself to get it past their attacker that was kind of between him and Maguire.
He just looks like he's got no confidence on it,
I know.
which is weird considering the career he's had. But
I can't believe
it's painful, man. It's painful to watch. I've always liked David De Gea, but it's painful to watch this.
It is. It's like you're seeing, like, I don't know, like someone who was just from another era now, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like when like a boxer retires and they come back a bit too long later. They come back 3 years later.
Yeah, had that return fight.
Yeah.
And, he just got his
and you don't even look like a boxer anymore. Like at the minute, he don't even look like a footballer at the minute. Do you know what I mean?
No,
It looks like he's retired in 2005 and come back now. And you're like, this isn't what goalkeeping is anymore. Is that what do you mean? I've got to pass it 70 times a game. Look, we're not playing out the back anymore. Look,
do you know what I mean?
26 minutes in, abandon ship. Boot it up, let them win it, and win the second ball.
Got any height.
And win the third ball. Like,
so
what
has that achieved?
We're playing with fear as the primary source of our tactics.
Do you know if you're a Brentford player now, man, you're loving it as well. 2-0 up against United. We could turn these over today. Want to tell the grandkids. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. I don't think have they ever beat us, Brentford, or not beat us for that?
Last season, didn't they?
No, they didn't. No, we beat them at Old Trafford, and we beat them away. They were one of the only teams we beat home and away. Brentford.
We beat them away.
Aye, remember those days?
I know.
We seldom score.
We only beat 2 of the bottom 10 home and away last season. That's not a foul. That's not a foul. Fucking hell.
He's bought it, but I can.
Bruno's a twat though, because if you're buying a free kick,
he's bought
he's
it.
selling it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's
like,
fucking awful.
It is a foul and all.
He's bought it. That's what I mean.
He always does dumb shit, and he always looks at the referee and moans. Then he carries on moaning for another 30 seconds. When it was a blatant foul, just fucking shut up, man. Complete a pass, you moany prick. How about that?
AO says,
useless cunt.
Thanks for the great content, guys. Always nice to have people to cry with in these trying times. Yep.
Loves
we
to
share your pain.
Whinge that prick, man.
What's this here now?
I haven't seen him
what
complete a pass for about fucking 18 months. And giving him the number 8 shirt, I don't know what the fuck that's all about.
No, to be honest with you,
people that wear number 8 shirts can usually pass a fucking ball.
Free kick to Brentford, 22 yards out on the right hand side, our left.
better. De Gea with a save there. He just needs to get a couple of them under his belt and put the last 20 minutes behind him.
We can't do anything, can we? We can't defend, we can't tackle, we can't pass.
All it's like he was just saying, and this moaning when you've just done something stupid as well, man.
It's unreal, this. We're getting fucking embarrassed at the minute. And not just the scoreline, it wasn't just 2 mistakes. Like, look
What's
at this,
this? What's this,
it's
right?
2 versus 1. Rashford
Turns
sticks half a
Rashford
leg
like
in.
he's not there,
Dallo
and then
just
turns
fucking,
Dallo. And
it's unbelievable. And the same thing happened on the other side, just going past the
do you
fullback,
know what you should
going
be
past
doing
Bruno.
now? And I know it sounds all Roy Keane. Well, hit him.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? That half-hearted challenge there from Rashford.
If they keep having free kicks around this area, they'll score again.
Can't bear this, man. It's so absolutely embarrassing.
It's one of them as well, isn't it? De Gea will have the sun in his eyes all first half, and the fucking sun will be behind the thing by the second half. I thought it was going in then, did you?
I did. I just thought it was going straight in.
Yeah, I thought it was going back to the front post there. Corner to Brentford.
Jay Frisconi says, the club is finally the right manager, but these players aren't good enough and these owners aren't committed to a winning product and making the required player investments. That's the shame of it.
See what Chelsea do when they finish third? They go out and spend fucking hundreds of millions on people. Well, you can look at Maguire, you don't, he's fucking handballed it there, their player.
I don't know what they're saying there.
He's punched it out for a corner. Chelsea finished third, and they go out and spend 250
with
million
a new
quid.
owner, takes over from Abramovich and still has loads of money to spend. And how many offers did they have, Macca? Chelsea. like a
loads.
load in there.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Can't tell me no one wants to buy Manchester United. Saying
3-0.
it's 3-0. It's raining goals in it, man.
This is gonna be horrible, you know.
Ben Mee.
Wasn't a corner anyway, but
I can't fucking believe this shit, man. I honestly think this is honestly, right? I was being kind when I said 3-0 Brentford. I don't think it'll finish 3-0 Brentford. Genuinely.
I feel sorry for Ten Hag.
So what's going on here? Corner to the back post, just a big shitty punt to the back post. Someone wins
Wasn't
it,
that our header?
and it's 2v1 in the middle.
Who's that on the back post there, running away from the ball? Martinez. That's a mistake.
Martinez,
how have you managed to
2v1.
allow that to happen?
I don't know. That's...
Thing is, you can't. Here's the thing, right?
I swear that came off the low then.
Jesus Christ.
And the sad thing is as well, who are you bringing off the bench to sort this out?
No one.
Donny van der Beek.
There's
and
no one who
Garnacho.
can hold the ball. No one who
Alanga.
can score a goal.
No
There's no
disrespect to
goals.
them.
Well, no, but none of them have got a history of scoring goals in the Premier League.
Or, do you know what? Right now, someone who just get a foot on the ball, calm things down.
There's
We ain't
our
got that
captain,
either.
though.
You got a captain. I'll be amazed if Harry Maguire finishes the 90 minutes without a second yellow.
I mean, doing us a favour sending him off.
Do you know what I mean? Welcome to Manchester, Eric. This is what it's about.
This is genuinely incredible, isn't it?
United fans
Honestly.
probably got on the pitch. I think, or well,
I hope so.
a fan's got on the pitch. Either a Brentford fan celebrating or a United fan who's had enough.
They're all in United shirts, aren't they?
Honestly, 3-0 down, half an hour into Brentford. What the fuck are we? What are we? We can't keep the ball. We're shitting it every single time we get it. David De Gea is back in 2018 mode, isn't he? Fresh off the World Cup, can't find a pass and can't save it. Our centre backs can't keep the ball. The midfield can't keep the ball. This is unbelievable, isn't it? Look at this. Every single pass is a fucking volley. Can we get the ball down? That's better.
Come on, United. Fucking hell. Help him out.
Is there any chance of a draw?
No.
There's more chance of Brentford scoring 3 more than...
Yeah.
Yeah. 100% agree. This is just unreal.
And the mad thing is, like, I know it won't happen, but let's say we came back and won 4-3, whatever. This is still so concerning that it almost... You'd be still asking questions no matter what, wouldn't you? Like, this is just unreal.
Everywhere needs
know.
improving. The goalkeeper, the defence, the midfield, the attack. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like Mac was saying about false percentages, I can't imagine Eric Ten Hag was told that we're only going to sign 3 players in the summer,
No
or
chance.
we're going to spend
We're going to
60
spend
million.
65 million, like a fucking championship club.
Yeah, man.
Do you know what I mean? There's championship teams that have got, like, they're rolling the dice to get promoted that spend more than that. It's fucking unreal. We're going to dawdle and wait for an unavailable player. And in the meantime, we'll sign a free, your centre-back that you already know, and a left-back that's not going to play in ahead of Luke Shaw. Talk about supporting the manager.
Philip
Fuck
Merson
me.
says, "What do we do, lads? Owners don't give a toss. Players don't give a toss. No new players coming on to help us now. Watched nearly every game for 30 years and can't imagine watching another of these. What on earth do we do?" It's a good question.
Just have to watch us be shit. Protest when we can. Go on, Jaden, that's better. Well done. That's a bit more penetration here. Like you weren't expecting that pass in there, Sancho, wasn't it? And they're 1-on-1 now. 2-on-2 here. It's a great pass. 4-0.
Oh, it's 4-0.
Is that Luke Shaw, the stupid fucking cunt? It's going to be like double figures or something, you know.
2 passes.
I can't believe this shit. Why did this cunt start anyway? Luke Shaw?
I don't know, bro. I
Why are
thought
we
Malacia
starting
would have
Luke
been
Shaw?
in.
Eric Ten Hag needs to realise these guys have let down manager after manager. Get fucking rid of him. You got Terrell Malacia there. Play him.
One massive fucking pump up front.
Oh, look at him there.
Luke Shaw just
Luke
no-
Shaw's
can't
got to
get
get there. Is it Shaw?
Yeah.
Yeah. Does that thing again.
know.
I swear to God,
Putting your
I'm
arms
sick
up.
of seeing him go.
Putting
like
your arms
that.
up like you're not a defender.
Like, that's your job. That's your
job is to
only job.
defend.
To cut this ball out now. To win that. And watch him. Watch what he does when it goes in. Turns around. Fuck off, man.
The other option is get sent off. Isn't it? So
Because you haven't got the pace to or even the desire to get there
Or
first.
the reading of the game
Yeah.
to start running
There's
back.
only one pass he can do there.
I know.
And I need to cut it out.
Can't believe this. Genuinely can't believe this.
My only
As
hope
bad as I
with
thought
this,
it would
yeah.
be, and as shit as I thought we might be after last week, I cannot believe I'm seeing this.
Do you remember when I said 3-0 and people were fucking giving me shit?
Yeah, me.
Yeah.
I was giving you shit. I thought you would.
Nah, I was saying I'm not trying to be funny.
Yeah.
We are disastrous at the minute.
I know, look at
and
this.
Brentford are up for it.
I know.
And a lot of this is not quality, it's desire. It's wanting to get there first. And I hate saying that because it's such a basic argument. But we've just seen it. It's a good job we got 5 subs. Oh, hang on a minute. We've got fucking anyone to bring on.
This is unbelievable, isn't it? To be honest, as well, the situation with him has not helped, has it? I'm not blaming him for the goals, but fuck me, Ronaldo. Like,
He should have
talk
said
about
that
making it all about you.
in May. He should have said,
know.
I'm done. You know, we're not no Champions League. It would have been made more sense.
Get rid of him and all.
If I'm a Brentford player now, I'm buzzing. I'm shooting from anywhere.
Yeah, because De Gea
know what
can't
I mean?
De Gea can't save anything. Look at this. Look, just do what you fucking want on the edge of our box. We won't tackle you. Don't worry. Go on, lads. Just keep the ball. There you go.
I know there's a lot of super chats, and I will get to them. Don't
Chip
fret.
it in. Win the header.
Oh fucking hell!
It's going to be 5-0, isn't it? It's a late tackle there, Fred. Lucky there. It's a good pass, that. Got to score. Got to score.
He's looking for a foul. I don't know if he got clattered.
I don't know either.
Polly 160 says, with what is our net spend this window? 50 mil. Glazers out. Glazers a wreck. Oh, Glazers are. See you next Tuesdays. Up the Paddock. Agree with everything you
Good
just
pass,
said.
Bruno, there.
Jay Fosconi again. This is like a game of FIFA when you select a team that has all players rated over 90, and you play against the national team from San Marino.
Yeah.
Um,
If Rashford's touch is better there, it's a goal. I know that obviously it's not easy and the ball's coming over his shoulder and all that, but when you're 4-0 down, you don't get to fuck that touch up. No. We're not going to win, get a draw or anything anyway, but like, you just got to fucking have a better first touch there. The ball's coming over your shoulder, control it anyway. It's like we're always on the wrong end of like, oh, you got to do better there, or you got to hit the target there, or at least he hit the target, at least he had the shot, at least he won the header. Just fucking score instead. Top players just turn things into goals, and we're always finding the excuse why it didn't go in. So fucking frustrating. I genuinely can't believe this. Do you think this is the most disappointing result sort of since Fergie? In the sense of the optimism there, the fact that something had to have changed since last season and it hasn't. Like, we've never had a new manager come in and not have a bit of a boost.
no, it's like it does.
This is as bad as it's been for me.
It does remind me a little bit of early Van Gaal when we get done off MK Dons and Swansea and all that nonsense. Yeah, it's just awful, isn't it? It's just.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
How have we learnt nothing? Look
Oh
at
my
that.
God! It's
What's
like
that?
Luke Shaw's won a competition to play for Manchester
I
United.
know.
This is the guy people were calling Shawberto Carlos a few months ago or a year ago.
Do you think there's just fucking an
Him and
absolute...
Roberto Carlos probably weigh the same at the moment.
Yeah, but Roberto Carlos is 55.
Do you think the dressing room's just a fucking disaster? Do you think they all hate? Like,
Yeah,
this
I
is
think
I
like
don't
this,
think Ronaldo's helped
this
it
is
more than Jack.
no, he can't
I
have.
hear that.
This is the performance of a team that fucking hate each other to me. Like
I
this
think it's
is
just-
there's no
but
team
I think
spirit
it's
or unity whatsoever.
This is what I was getting at. Do you know what I mean? And I think it's like Eric Ten Hag can only do so much. That's a foul.
That's a booking as well, that ref. That's a yellow card, that. He's getting away from you and you just fucking knock his heels together. I hate shit like that. Just because Brentford are winning, you're not going to give him a booking. Just shit refereeing that. Sorry, go on. Eric Ten Hag can only do so much.
7-0.
United have never lost a game by more than 5 goals in the Premier League. I wouldn't be surprised to see a 6-0 here. What is going on there? How many fucking steps does it take you to get the ball under control?
It's going to end 7-1, but Van der Beek will score in the 97th
Yeah.
minute, and we'll say start him next game.
Yeah.
And they'll stink the joint out.
Fred there taking 4 or 5 steps to try and control the ball. It's a good touch.
That wasn't the option, man. Why take it on there down on your left foot as well? It's like you know you're not going to score, but just do something anyway.
I think he does that so many times, Bruno. He knows something's not going to happen.
Yeah, it's almost like I'm just going to do something so I've done something rather than I'm going to score.
Them.
Yeah. There was never any possibility he was going to score from that. Then.
No. Can't believe this.
There's no pride in these players as well, man. Do you know what I mean? They'll genuinely act like they're outdone by some of them. I mean, take some responsibility.
Jesus Christ. That is genuinely a 1 yard pass that he's overhit by about 6 yards there. That's a 1 yard. They stood in the same square on the pitch. Bruno, Fred and Dallo there. That's unbelievable. Fucking ridiculous.
No, it's poor, man. It really is. It's not good enough.
Fuck me.
Someone grab it.
What we're going to do here, do you think? What do you think the next 10 days looks like? Obviously, up to the Liverpool game.
Liverpool soon.
But I mean, before that, like, what is the immediate reaction to this? Because this isn't like, oops, we lost to Brentford, is it? This is like, the fucking world is caving in for Man United at the minute. It can't just be a couple articles in the newspapers, you know, oh dear, we lost. Like, this is as bad as it's ever been since I've been alive.
And I agree.
I'd hate if we allowed the manager to come under pressure.
Yeah, me too.
That needs to be the last thing we do.
Yeah, fuck that.
It's not on him, this, is it? Edward Dancy says...
You ain't getting a better manager than him.
No, you fuck. I did say 2-0 at the start. No one wants to join United. Eric Ten Hag should just go to save some credibility. He has. He can't help this lot.
Yeah. Brentford have ran more than United, sprinted more than United, pressured more than United.
So I mean, if you're going to lose, at least lose fighting.
I know. How is it the case that we're just outplayed and outworked by everyone we play? It's just back to where it was last season, isn't it? Where every game is just, we're shitter than them. Occasionally we might win anyway because they're, you know, they fuck it up. But we're outplayed by everyone we play at the minute. And that's been the case since Christmas last year.
I know, man. I feel bad as well. Do you know what I mean? There's a lot of younger fans out there that this is it for them. This is what they're, you know, growing up watching. Do you know what I mean? We're all fortunate we watched some of the fucking best results, the best teams, the most amazing victories you can imagine. You know, for certain people of a certain age, year in, year out has been this shite.
Yeah.
PG-13 says justice for Ollie. Benjamin Matthias says Ericsson will dust off his old Brentford kit and sneak into their dressing room at half time. My boss says Ralph was right. We need 10 players. Screaming Scott says De Gea is garbage. Josh Canapi says Bruno is a waste. Nels says we should have got Conte. You know what?
There's
We
not
wouldn't
one-
have got.
Sorry, go on.
No, go on. I'm just going to say we wouldn't have got Conte because he would have wanted signings.
Yeah.
We wouldn't have given him.
And he'd have quit. Conte would have fucking quit before the season had
He
started
would
if
have
he was
called
managing
Luke
this team.
Shaw a fat cunt, pulled his wig off and left.
Yeah.
Swear to God.
See you later.
The first day of training.
Yeah.
Right. Well, that's the end of that one then, Antonio.
Do you know he nearly left Tottenham? He nearly quit Tottenham, didn't he?
Yeah,
He
did
would've-
though.
he
He did.
would've
He,
quit
like,
United.
and they would have known. There's a chance this happens. There's a chance he leaves us.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So they had to act. And all right, they've not even gone turbo in the transfer window. Tottenham.
No.
They bought Bissouma, Richarlison, Spence. Who's the other kid? Perisic.
Yeah. On a free though. You know
That's
what
not what I mean.
yeah.
It's not like they've gone.
Absolutely ballistic.
No, they've spent a bit of money on some good players.
Fucking hell.
But Tottenham looked the better for it, and the players obviously the manager wanted,
Yeah.
and they've strengthened.
And also players that are willing to do what the manager
yeah.
says. We look like.
And also, he's got a few players there he can work with. At United, I don't know how many players you can actually work with here now. Honestly, how many players can you say guaranteed he's good enough for me?
Well, if you go from back to front, De Gea, no. Dallo, no. Maguire, probably not. Martinez, maybe. Luke
But
Shaw,
they had this
no.
culture of failure to like seep into these players though. It's
Yeah.
like with Sancho, if we left Sancho for, remember what we were saying last year? In 2 years, people are going to be looking at Sancho the same way they do at Rashford if we're not careful. And it's happening.
You're right.
It's like we
already.
got to protect these players from this culture that we're building. And that's why we got to give Ten Hag the power to be able to make that happen. But because we can't get players in and we can't make changes and all that, he can't go, oh, fuck you, Maguire, or fuck you, this guy. I'm getting you out of here. We're not even giving him the replacements for players.
No, you're right.
That left on a free.
No. Said it before.
a foul.
We're weaker now than we were last season. 100%.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You lost Pogba, you lost Matic, you lost. All right, you lost Lingard and Cavani and players like that. But you've also, I mean, I know it's different, but you've also not got Mason Greenwood anymore.
Yeah.
So you're going into this season weaker than you went into last season, and you finished sixth last season.
Yeah, we've lost 2 attackers since the start of last season. And we've bought 0 attackers.
Yeah.
Like, how does
Right.
that
You've
maths
lost your
work out?
only defensive midfielder. The only one who's a DM. You've lost him. You haven't brought anyone in.
No.
You've
We're
lost.
gonna get fucked by Liverpool. Sorry, bro.
No, you're right. Like, people, and I hate to bring him up because I'm sick of talking about him. People might hate on Paul Pogba all they want, but he's a class player who you've not replaced.
No.
Really?
We've got Ericsson on a free, but, you know, he's not.
Ericsson was supposed to be back up for Bruno and we're
Yeah.
running the poor fellow into the ground.
Exactly, playing him as a bloody DM. Hey, do you know what I mean? Giving him hospital balls there. I get your foot on that, son. Sort that one
last
out.
thing he
Put in
needs.
his life, fuck you. What's
Last
that
thing he needs is a
pacemaker?
hospital.
Yeah, get the
proper
money's worth
test.
out of that one. Hey, got the receipt for that. Bloody hell.
His pacemaker
It's
is
the only.
stressed, bro.
Honestly.
Put another one in.
We gotta be careful.
I'm not all joking aside. I'm thinking we have to. Like, fucking hell. Do you know what I mean? I'm not trying to dismiss what happened to him. I'm being fucking
Greg
serious.
Rutherford, isn't he an Olympic gold medalist?
Yeah.
He won
Just
a long
retweet
jump.
him a tweet.
Long jump. Ask him to come on the channel anyway, because I asked him ages ago and he's ignored me.
I don't like you, Boldies.
I interviewed him once. He was lovely. Aye.
Calling us at Brentford.
He used to knock her about a bit,
but
but at home was lovely. Mohammed Rais says, every United fan worth their name living in Manchester should make us proud next week before Liverpool. Seeing this thing, you know, I don't know what's going on with that. You can have a look into it. Jay Frisconi says, a thought on Joe's question about the next 10 days. If Jim Ratcliffe wanted to pick the perfect time to step up,
Yeah.
sometime in the next 10 days will be a ripe time.
Can we just say that fella Michael Knighton
Yeah.
talking bollocks?
Careful what you say, apparently. He likes to sue people, but I don't think he's going to... I personally don't think he'll lead a consortium. I'd be very surprised if that
He
happened.
just likes to get his name in the headlines. Right?
Do you know what I mean? And I hope I'm wrong. That some, not him, but someone does come in and buy this club. Right, can we cut to me while Mac is doing what he's doing? Thank you. Yeah, I mean, half-time, 4-0. Andy Tate's going to join us. Andy, come and sit down, brother. You know, don't worry about all that mess that he's left.
Yeah, put it on the floor.
Bloody need it after that performance.
Thanks for joining us, brother. I mean...
Should we move some of that on the floor so it's not a fucking tip in it?
Let's get all this
Put this on.
out of the way.
Genuinely, while we're sorting that That is the worst half of football I've ever seen Manchester United play. In terms of expectation, in terms of there's a new manager coming, it's the start of a new season, we've had a decent pre-season, we've lost last week, so you want to see a rebound and a bounce back. I can't ever remember seeing us be that bad for a half of football.
I can remember Brighton.
Well, that was bad, but...
This is I'm going to say this. Let me in that fucking dressing room. I don't give a shit. I will tell him what I think of him. Any fan, any of us, any fan, they should be ashamed of themselves. Seriously. Yeah. We had a laughing stock on the fucking planet.
I know.
Serious, you can't get any more worse than this. And we got the Scousers from the M62 next week.
I know.
You're talking double digits. Mistakes being made. Simple mistakes from De Gea. I can't compute any of them mistakes. Ericsson, Luke Shaw, what? He's finished, as I'm concerned. There has to be an example made in this transfer window now. Somebody needs to be sold, and we need fresh faces. We're not going to get anything. We could be bottom of the league by the end of August, and that is fact and true, and it's there for all to see. This team will throw anybody under the bus, and you see Ten Hag shaking his head. Seriously, what's he going to do? Talk to him calmly. They don't respond to abuse. They don't respond to being calm and being honest and upfront about it. They don't respond to anything.
No, they didn't respond to Rangnick when he was calling him out. They didn't respond to Solskjaer when he was arm around the shoulder. The club is rotten to the core. Ralph called them out for what they are. They sacked him because they don't like what they're hearing, and it's still there to be seen. And would you blame him for fucking walking if we got tonked again next week? No. Fucking hell, end of August. You'd hope not, obviously, and you'd hope he'd have some pride and responsibility and sort of say, I'm going to do what I can, but it's getting to the point where you just think, who can fix this?
This may be comical for people to look at me, but I don't give a shit. This is my club, and this is killing me. And it's killing everyone else.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
And if this
it's only the sunshine that's keeping us happy.
At least it's warm.
Yeah, at least it's warm.
At least we're getting battered in the sun. I mean, I can't believe. Genuinely, I'm almost lost for words. I can't.
Harry Maguire last week will make you proud. Seriously, you are defective. You are defunct. You are fucked and finished as Man United captain. I'm sorry for swearing.
The problem is though, if you go
listen, Andy, you're not the first person that's sworn his Watchalong today. Trust me on that front. We're 4-0 down, right? I know I can't believe I'm saying this. Even when I was being negative, I wasn't being that negative. Is there a way to turn this around today? No. Right now, long term, obviously there's a different question. Is there any way you can see this turning around in any way, shape or form?
Nope.
What about this then? Right, no, fair enough, that's a fair comment. Is there still something in it, and I'll ask you both this, not just you, Andy, and I know it's a cliche, but winning the second half?
It would obviously be better than losing it.
Yeah, but does that show anything? Does that show
I
a little
think
bit? Pull a couple of goals back and win the second half.
The one possible thing that we could leave the game feeling better than we do now is 2 changes minimum at half time, big changes, maybe 3, maybe 4. Ten Hag taking control of this, doing something different, and let's say it was 4-2 at the end of the game. I'd feel better then than I do now, but there's no good result to end it. We're not winning 5-4. That is impossible.
I will get
no good way to end
this.
this. The only way it could be slightly better is if you see the manager go, you know what, fuck this. Elanga, Garnacho, Varane, fucking Malacia, you're all coming on at half time. I don't know. I think
fathom that and scratch me
I don't know.
Bruno playing. Why is he?
But the problem is, though, if you go through this team and look at who was bad last week, we haven't got enough players to replace them all. Do you know what I mean? If you look through who deserved to be dropped after last week, De Gea, Shaw, Maguire, Dallo, Bruno. The only one that didn't deserve to get dropped from last week is Martinez and Ericsson. And we can't switch them all out. We've got to hope these players turn it around. They're not going to.
They are living rent-free and they're on an absolute winner, these players.
Yeah.
And they don't... They can say they care, but they don't. It's there to see.
Yeah.
Heads down with no responsibility. At least there'll be no fucking apologies and we go again.
No.
None of that fucking shit.
At least there'll be...
Do you not reckon?
No, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it.
No, United will have done their fucking fan sentiment graphs. And they'll realise that United fans don't like it when you apologise. None of them will say a word after this.
Keep stum.
Let me get in some of these comments because a lot of referencing what you've said, Andy. James Wood says, couldn't agree more with Andy Tate. Glazers, get out now. Get out of my club. The board needs to back this manager. James Clough says the culture of the club is absolutely shot. Or shit, would have worked.
Yeah.
This needs to change from top to bottom. No manager can fix a club. Culture these days feels sorry for Erik Ten Hag. I agree. Ash K says, from a source of inspiration to an utter black hole that our club has become. My heart sinks watching us play, sitting 1,000 miles away in India. Thanks for all your support, Ash K.
Do you know De Gea there for that first goal? Like, when you think of like all the things he's been Man United's number one goalie through, he's playing now like a man with PTSD. Do you know, like, every time anything bad happens, he's gone. Like, he's playing like, oh shit, it's happening again. Van Gaal's happening again. Jose's happening again. Like, he looks shaken.
He's done it so many times, but so many times he's saved us as well.
He has saved us.
All right. Just on that front, because it's a good debate. Where do you get to the point where you think it's better for him, for us, if he moves on? Are you there yet?
No, God, no. I'm not. No.
I don't think David
No,
De Gea.
the first goal.
Go on.
The first goal. Yeah, it's the defence and all that. The second goal, it's pure comical.
But how crucial is that?
The both is individual errors, yeah. But he's done it so many times, but he saved us so many times before. He has to, like I say, some of these players have to see a season out. Or maybe an example needs to be made
But the thing is,
this
though,
window.
De Gea isn't blameless for that second goal.
No, of course
he
not.
gives the ball to Eriksen. No, but I think Eriksen gives the ball away, but De Gea is putting him in a situation that he shouldn't be. De Gea should trust his passing to give the ball to Maguire, who's
Maguire
free.
was the easier
He just
pass.
can't.
Was the better
He
passer.
doesn't trust himself to get it past the Brentford striker.
I just
The
think
thing
there's
with
a
De Gea
confidence
is
issue with De
I
Gea
don't
in a
think
minute.
he's been a net positive to any season for Manchester United since the 2018 World Cup. I think he started well last year and finished terribly. He started terribly this year, and since the World Cup, I think he's been an overall detriment to United. I know that's harsh to say for someone who has been world class and probably the best goal in the world in 2016-17. But there's too many players in this team that aren't getting back to where they were, and I think we have to admit that with a few.
No,
of them.
they're on easy street. They really are on easy street.
Yeah.
And I can't. Let's say the fans who go there week in, week out. Well, that fan's gone there today. He's like, I feel sorry for Adam. Like I say, I've seen darker. I've seen the 80s.
It seems like
I've seen
there's
the
a real
80s,
problem with our team where when they concede a goal, that's it. They're fucked.
Yeah.
Their heads are fucked. Like they've got nothing in them where they can fight back and grab something out of a game. And that's like, if we saying if buts and maybes, they're a team that, like, for example, who did we play the other day? Brighton. If Bruno scores in the 8th minute when we got that great chance, probably go on and win 3-4-0.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
And then it's like,
that's
we
what I
concede
think-
a goal early on, heads drop, they all start feeling scared and panic. Look, there's a lot of, we argue about the talent of some of these players. I don't think some of them are good enough, but I think the pressures that are there at Manchester United are huge as well.
Yeah.
And it's just continues to build. As the more we fail, the more another manager
We
fails.
have been spanked by nearly every team in the league, from the top to the middle to the bottom.
Yeah. What
It's
was it? Watford
absolute.
that beat us 3-1, 4-1.
4-1, yeah. Brighton, now Brentford.
Yeah.
I mean,
We're giving everyone their, like their record wins against United and their first
this
wins against Manchester
is
United.
their trophy. We are giving out fucking free trophies. Everybody who spanks us and beat us is like a Predator trophy. Just fucking, we had a scalp. That's it.
Getting slapped up. That's what's happening.
Yeah, it's mad, isn't it? It is, like
This can't go on. Someone's got to give in it.
Look, this is purely devil's advocate question time because I don't believe it is. But am I wrong in thinking Erik Ten Hag isn't to blame here?
No, he's not to blame. Ten Hag isn't
No,
to blame.
he's not to blame,
I think it's
no.
and I think it is worth reiterating that as well.
I'm not having
No,
that.
I know you're not. I'm
I think
asking the question.
I think it is worth going out of our way to say this isn't his fault, because it's not just like, well, because some people will blame him. But I just like the first goal that sets all this up, like you said, Adam. It's like these players are so scared and their confidence is so thin that first goal in the game is so crucial at the moment. And when De Gea is chucking the ball in the back of his net, you cannot blame the manager for that. Any professional or semi-professional goalkeeper in the country would be expected to save that shot. So if you've got someone on 375 grand a week, you can't account for them chucking that ball in the back of the net like that. That's not his fault.
That dressing room is not United. That dressing room is not United. There are still divisions in there. We've seen that mistakes. They will not take accountability for anything. Anything they do wrong, they will just not accept it.
I know.
They'll heads down. They'll go home tonight and like that, and just go back to just switch off till Monday.
It's like we need to get rid of anything that is a detriment to the squad now. Like the whole Ronaldo thing. There was a possibility when the season started that we could put that behind us. We're seeing now, I think, things like that are too big a distraction for such a fragile team. Like, if we had a replacement for him, I would, happily see him leave. Just because I think we're too weak. We're too weak to deal with our biggest, most highly paid player to be throwing his dummy out of the pram. We're too weak for that.
He's seen that, and
we can't shoulder that kind of pressure.
He can't bleed and be blamed for that first half. I'm
not blaming him for this game.
I know. But he's seeing it just like us, just like that Brighton game, like last week as well.
I'm not blaming him for David Hale letting the ball in the back of his net. I'm not saying that. And Ronaldo hasn't played that badly.
But even Luke Shaw for the fourth.
Oh, Luke Shaw's shit.
I mean, we're attacking them.
I know.
Jesus.
Tough,
call it a day, Luke. You've not got the force anymore. You're a joke.
That's the thing. These mugs, though, yeah. Luke Shaw's on probably one of the best paid fullbacks in the league. He ain't going nowhere.
No.
You know what I mean? He's not going to go anywhere.
But you know what?
Who's going to pay him what Man United?
Do you know what? Let him rot on the bench then. I don't care. I'd rather have players who are half decent and who are young, energetic.
But it
hungry.
seems to be. This is the thing. Like, you know why I'm the same. So this isn't me criticizing anyone for doing this. I criticise Maguire, I criticise certain players because they're not good enough ultimately, but we have this continuous cycle of failure now where we always blame, he's not good enough, and it ultimately comes back to the fact that we reward failure with big duty contracts that players don't deserve. We can't get our transfer policy, whether it's getting players in or getting players out, is a shambles.
Yeah, one sale this summer.
Like it all comes back to these things, like whether it's Luke Shaw, whether it's Maguire, or whether it's this guy or that guy.
Yeah.
Ultimately, you go back to it's just issues from top to bottom. The culture at the club's wrong. We rewarded failure for far too long. Like we haven't got players really fighting for their shirts, really, thinking they have to prove themselves at the club. We need to give this manager power. We need to give him, but we can't because he wants players to come in to replace these idiots, and he can't get them in.
Even the kit's disgusting today.
Yeah.
Absolute. What is it? Like bleeding limes. Absolute limes.
Yeah, you're right though, Adam.
They're all limeys.
Like there are plenty of teams with worse players than Man United that don't play as bad as this, that don't play as disjointed as this. We are worse than the sum of our parts, and that's partly because of the players, but it's also because, like you said, why are all these players on more money than their counterparts at teams that are better than us?
You look at the culture at the club, like we got owners that take money out left, right, and centre, aren't really anywhere ever to be seen. They don't seem to influence the direction of the club. They don't seem to have an idea of where they want. Like City's owners want City to become the biggest club in the world.
Yeah.
Liverpool's owners want Liverpool to win trophies and compete. And maybe they have to...
Chelsea as well.
Maybe they have to sell players along the way once they get to a certain level, but ultimately they're happy to do that because they've got a coach, they back him.
Yeah,
they're
well-run.
They're
well-run clubs.
Chelsea, we're seeing new owners now, so it's changed. But we're seeing owners that want to challenge, they want to compete, they want to make a statement in the market. Whether you call it football manager or whatever or not, they ultimately want to do that. Our owners don't lead this club anywhere. Nothing goes from the owner and spreads down. Do you know what I mean? Like Roman Abramovich Roman Abramovich is a cunt. He does so many things wrong. The game's better without him and without sports washers like that. But ultimately, the winning mentality came from him. We don't have a winning mentality spread throughout this club. We're relying on a manager to come in just like Fergie did and to succeed in spite of the owners.
I won't put it past this club to sack him and to divert the blame from themselves.
Yeah.
Malacia on for Shaw, which we all agree with. Varane on for Martinez, which, all right. I don't know why Maguire's still on the pitch.
Oh, for God's sake.
And McTominay is on the pitch.
Pass me fucking bro.
That's the problem, though, isn't it? I suppose other than James Garner, but don't fucking throw James Garner into this shit. To be fair, I think we haven't got any other midfielders on the bench. Do you know what I mean? If you want to take a midfielder off, unless you're putting James Garner on, who is a 22-year-old who does not have the experience to handle this situation, and nor should he have to. McTominay's the only one there. That's a problem in itself. You know, you can blame McTominay, and fair enough, I get it. I don't think he's a particularly great player, but it's not his fault that he's the only option to bring off the bench in this situation. That is the problem, that we don't have all the... where's the fucking midfield? Where's the attackers? We ain't got any.
I tell you what, Carrington Monday morning, some heads need cracking. They've got 9 days to prepare for Liverpool now. And seriously, some heads need to be cracked. Somebody booted out the club.
Right, the second half's kicking off. If you're about J Motty, J Kitty. If this...
You're right.
Yeah, mate. I always said this last week. It's always darkest before the dawn, and this is. I said last week this is going to get worse.
Yeah.
I said it. Right.
Well, we're going to hear from
Cheers,
Andy.
mate.
Cut to me. We're going to hear from Andy after the game as well, giving his reaction if he's not exploded with rage or had enough by then. We'll try and get him on. Woosar, he says there.
calming
He's an ocean of calm.
Andy Tate is
Andy
a
Tate.
spiritual master,
yours, I think,
if he can
because
handle the
I've
rest
drawn
of
most
this.
of mine.
first time.
What is it with these Five Guys, yeah?
Can we get some
They
volume,
never give
please?
us fucking straws.
I know, I was just thinking now.
Deliveroo's so fucking annoying. Every time you order something, there's at least one thing missing. Every single time.
Sorry, just go through the chains again, please, Joseph, because I was in the other room.
Varane, McTominay and Malacia have come on for Shaw, Fred and Martinez.
Okay.
I
mean,
I'm not sure why Martinez has gone off.
yeah. I think-
Maybe just the physicality from set pieces. We did see him get done at the back post there, didn't we, really, if we're being honest?
Yeah. I think that, the issue is you can only bring on so many players, and also your bench isn't full of players where you go, oh, yeah, he's going to turn this around.
No. And this isn't, again, this is just a minor thing. Do you think Ten Hag underestimated the physicality of Brentford today? Because he's come off at half-time. I think on the ball he's been good, but he's cost us a goal there, hasn't he, with his height and his size.
I don't want to sound like a cliche. I think we were saying this about Brighton as well, but we just lose the battles in midfield as well, which doesn't help.
No.
If you're a defender, do you know what I mean? We've just got into this a bit naive. Yeah, maybe you are right about the physicality thing because we're a bit naive. But what options we've got? I picked James Garner. Thought he'd start.
Yeah.
But again, then
You
would
couldn't
that
play
be
him
his
there.
Premier League debut? Would it?
I think it'd be his first start for United, yeah.
In the Premier League? Yeah, I don't think he's played in the Premier League.
That was a foul throw.
Yeah, fucking, it was bent in half when he took that.
That was a foul throw.
How
it's
come
like
a
that.
foul throw never gets given?
Dunno.
But yeah, maybe he did. Maybe he was a little bit naive. Or maybe he's got to learn about this.
The thing is, though, if you're spending 50 million quid on a centre back, they've got to be able to play against fucking Brentford. I'm not even particularly. I don't think he's had a particularly bad game, Martinez. But obviously, Ten Hag thinks he has. For him to have brought him off at half time, that's a pretty damning indictment. Like, we need centre backs that can play against Brentford. That is the bare minimum, surely.
And also, I think if you are going to make a defensive change at centre back, do you make it with a player who, for all his faults, Maguire, is at least an aerial threat on their set pieces, or whatever, isn't he?
Yeah, I'm surprised he's taken either of them off. To be honest, I don't think either of them have been particularly bad. It's not been a centre back sort of disaster, has it? This game, it's been midfield. We can't keep the ball, and De Gea's been awful.
I agree.
I don't think either of them have been particularly bad.
Ali Miliani says, just some pride, a little bit of pride in your job is all we ask at this point. Yeah. Fans pay thousands in disastrous economy. Have some shame. He's been a member of the first team for 18 months.
Yeah, cheers, mate.
Steph says Sancho's been garbage.
Yeah.
Aaron Singh says should have put Lisandro as a DM.
Yeah, Sancho has been poor, hasn't he? They've all been poor. Who hasn't been shit? Who hasn't been shit? Even the players that people like to say have been good. Like Eriksen's been shit. He gave the ball away 2 times in a row.
Yeah.
One almost ended in a goal. The Maguire had to get a booking to bail him out, and the other one ended in a goal. You can blame De Gea for the pass, which you should, but everyone's been bad today.
Everyone has been bad. I couldn't agree more. There's not one United player I think has emerged from this with any credit or credibility, I should say.
No. Fucking hell. Ball in. Oh, who's missed the header there? Fucking hit the post.
Well, he snatched
they
it
can
out
do what
there.
they want now, Brentford, can't they? Did he say that? It sounded like it hit the post to me. McTominay misses his header completely there.
Fuck's sake.
No, he does save it De Gea.
You right, bro? Yeah, no, I agree. Obviously, you've seen David De Gea there. Can cut to me, go on my shot. Yeah, if you see David De Gea there making saves, these are basic saves he should be making, but it's good to see him making those saves because he's just been all over the gaff for the first half an hour anyway. So just want to see him get a little bit more confidence under his belt. See this game out. It's a disaster. If we can win the second half, which is the bare minimum I thought I'd ever say about Manchester United playing Brentford, then at least there's a small nugget of something there. It's not good enough, obviously, but you can at least say, okay, the manager and the team responded to the manager at half-time and the result. But overall, it's just been very, very poor constantly. And I'm now at a point where I'm saying, let's win the second half, and it's good to see David De Gea making basic saves. Yeah. That's how low we've fallen.
And you can't get the reputation that has been lost in this game back now. Not reputation, but this is just a shocking game for David De Gea. He can make 6 world-class saves in this half. Doesn't matter. This game is just a disaster now, no matter what. Obviously, I'd rather lose 4-2 than 6-0.
Yeah.
But this game is massive and not in a good way.
No. I mean, if you hate United, you're absolutely loving this, aren't you? This is just such banner era. I can't believe, even in my sort of worst thoughts, I didn't think we'd be 4-0 down at half-time to Brentford. I didn't think that we'd be looking at going, David De Gea's having a stinker, our new signings aren't working out. It's just awful.
I know.
And when are these players that are capable of more going to stand up and do it?
Yeah. Go on then, that's better.
Some of them might not be that fussed about United. Some of them might be like, you know what, I want an end game or whatever. But they might be looking at the World Cup. If you're an international manager, you taking any of these to the World Cup?
No.
Seriously?
Certainly not. Unless, Ronaldo obviously is going for Portugal, whatever. But any of those sort of fringe, people like Rashford, who absolutely aren't guaranteed to get in the England squad, neither is Sancho, neither is Shaw. You won't be taking any of them from the start of this season, would you? Ronaldo, he's won a couple of headers to start this half. He's missed the target with both of them. Bit better, I suppose, but unlucky. Are you surprised the way it's all panned out with Ronaldo? How much do you think that's affected things? I'm not trying to blame the whole thing on him. I know I've raised it a couple of times, but
you've got some thoughts.
I think it's a huge effect, especially when you don't want to be there.
Yeah.
I can imagine even coming back from, look, it's not to say that we would have won the Brighton game or won this game even.
Yeah.
But just imagine the dressing room all, maybe working towards something, looking forward under Ten Hag, and then you've got this big presence of Ronaldo there who doesn't want to be there, and he comes in and he's demanding this, that, and the other, and I imagine the dressing room probably probably when everyone's talking and having a laugh and joke, someone walks in and the banter stops.
Yeah, it's got to be.
It's that kind of
Yeah.
that kind of impact where everyone's not being themselves anymore.
Yeah, it can't be a happy workplace, that can it? Do you know what I mean? Training every day when you're, but not just biggest name, by far the biggest name. Even bigger than the manager. He's bigger than anyone in terms of just sort of views and eyes and scale. Anyone. And he doesn't want to be there.
No.
And he has to play because Martial's injured. Do you know what I mean?
It's like if last week we saw it, Eriksen a false 9. If he didn't play today, Ronnie, then probably Elanga's starting.
Yeah.
And then Rashford's down the middle or whatever.
Yeah.
Which we know how that works out. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. No.
Fucking hell, it's not even remotely got close to anyone.
No coach on earth tells you you're a left back, you're 25 yards out on the corner of the 18-yard box to have a shot. That's not how you create goals. That's such a fucking low chance of going in. What? Pass it out wide, overlap. That isn't how you score goals. That's all we've been doing all game.
Seamus Nolan has been a member of the first team for 4 months, says the next 10 days could be some of the biggest days this club has had in the last few years. Hez needs to roll big time. Aaron Quiz says, our United players playing the long game and looking to get relegated and get the Glazers out. That's a bold strategy, Cotton.
Yeah.
I would like to think that was some sort of strategy. It makes sense, but I just don't think they're very good at football.
It's more than that, though. It's more than that. Because most of these players finished second. I know it wasn't a great second and Liverpool was shit and all that, and they had all those injuries and stuff, and we didn't get that many points. But I get yada yada. They still finished second. They still did better than every other team except Man City that season. Most of them were there. So it's not just personnel, this, is it? This is mentality and something else is going on here. Like egos or falling out or whatever it is. Like Adam was saying, the fact that all of our players are sort of substandard, but they're being paid the most for their position of anyone in the league. Like, how does that affect the dressing room? How does that affect people's work rate and effort? Like, these players aren't this bad. We aren't 4-0 to Brentford at half-time shit. This is something else.
This is relegation.
It's like they've revolted
form,
against. It's like they're trying to get the manager sacked.
Losing at home to Brighton and losing 4-0 to Brentford is relegation form.
Yeah.
You can't say
We're not
these
that bad.
players are relegation players.
No.
Well, that's the form we're showing.
Yeah, exactly. So this is more than just, these players aren't good enough.
And also, there's a good chance,
But the truth is, we are that bad.
are we that bad?
We're not that bad.
All right, Varane ain't that bad, or Ronaldo ain't that bad,
But
or Sancho. But a lot of these players are trash, bruv.
they're not, though, are they?
They are, though, aren't they?
I know a lot of them are. I'm
De
not trying to
Gea's
defend.
throwing them in
No,
his
yeah,
own
I'm not.
net.
Yeah, I'm.
Maguire can't cross his own legs. We've got Luke Shaw, who, should have fucking quit ages ago.
No, I agree with that.
Do you know what the worrying thing is? And I was guilty of it as anyone. I thought my big thing was if Eric Ten Hag can get these players back to the levels we saw when you mentioned that we finished third and we finished second and we were getting to finals and stuff, then we've got a fighting chance. But there's no guarantee he can. He might not be able to.
No.
Do you know what I mean? They might not be up for it,
So
or they're
what's
not good
happened
enough.
then? So that is it. The Euros, like what has made?
I think there's a combination
all of these
of a lot
players
of things.
be by far the worst they've ever been.
I think there's a combination of a lot of things. I think there's, for starters, you've had I genuinely think we were better when we were playing behind closed doors, sort of thing. That was a thing. We just were. Our form then was ridiculously good. Obviously, changing managers doesn't help. I think a lot of them may have been, a bit gutted that Ollie left because he seemed like he got on with a lot of them. Do you know what I mean?
But then they threw the towel in before he left anyway. That do you know what I mean? Like they were this bad then. This is the sort of form that got Ollie sacked, and we haven't turned it around. It's like I don't get it. Whatever happened in the summer of fucking 2021, the whole club hasn't recovered from it.
No.
It's like the Euros have just destroyed Shaw, Maguire, Rashford, fucking Wan-Bissaka. I didn't even go to the Euros. Sancho, like so many of these players that have been so much better than we're seeing now. I can't get my head around it. Malacia. Go on then. Sancho's not fast enough for that. See, that's what Luke Shaw should have done about 20 minutes ago, isn't it?
But he just couldn't be arsed, so he
Just
wasn't quick
start,
enough.
Yeah. Start the other side of your man. It's their ball.
Why? Why is he humbling around though?
Yeah, I know.
Why are we having the same conversations about? Sick of asking the same questions about Marcus Rashford. Do you know what I mean?
The
Seriously.
whole team, innit? They're just like, they don't look like they can be arsed. Fucking hell.
They're in here.
McTominay just had that ball. What?
Can't control it, can he? It's good to see someone tracking the man, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's a unique thing for a Man United defender to do. Look at that. Recovers quickly and wins the ball.
Luke Shaw would have watched him and then put his arms out.
Yeah. He'd have run past him like that.
Looks like Alanga's going to be coming on. Well, he is coming on to replace Sancho.
Oh, that's fucking awful, man.
He's not done a thing, though, has he, Sancho? Alanga got the same amount of goals as Sancho last season. Like, it's not that mad.
I just feel that's a sideways
Elanga's not
move
good
anyway.
enough, though, innit?
I just
I
feel
don't.
like-
Yeah, I don't disagree with that.
I
But
think the
come
part
on,
of the
what
problem is
we
as well,
seeing here?
we haven't got any options.
No. And some of this is sort of almost like punishment for what the fuck have you been doing for the first 60 minutes? Like, if you're the manager, you're not thinking, is Sancho better than
No,
Elanga
it's
long
just
term? You're thinking, we're 4-0 down, you've done nothing.
You can't
let's
keep
get-
having
let's
games
change
as
it.
well, man, where your midfield just gets deflated and defeated straight away. Brighton's midfield dominated that game at Old Trafford. Brentford's midfield dominated this game. Come on, man. It's not rocket science.
Yeah, no. Just soft, gentle 2-yard passes to no one in it. Look. Just no penetration whatsoever to this team. It's like Van Gaal all over again, isn't it? Except we can't defend. We're even worse at defending, should I say. Absolutely shell-shocked. That's a shit pass. It's a fucking offside as well. God. This is literally the best day in every single Brighton fans.
Brentford.
Sorry, Brighton. Yeah, I put them
No,
on the
yes.
list.
Every single Brighton
Last
fan's
week was the best day
yeah.
in Brighton fans' history. This is the best day in every Brentford fans' history. This,
Yeah.
like, in terms of obviously winning the, going up, getting promoted is probably a better single thing. But like in terms of the pinnacle of what their club has ever done, beating Man United 4-0, that's about it, innit? Like,
I don't know, not this Man United.
no, that's true.
Does it count anymore, do you reckon?
Still counts a bit.
Go beat United 4-0.
That
Really?
still counts. Yeah.
Which United?
Colchester.
One under Fergie? No, don't be silly. We're in Division 3 then.
Remember that Dutch manager United had for 4 months?
The one that came after the German one they had for a week. Or the Austrian one.
Imagine if he didn't last until Christmas, Ten Hag.
Could happen. Look, was it De Boer who went to Crystal Palace and lost every game and got sacked?
If we lose 9 matches in a row, do you think he goes?
We should just not get a manager. Just let Ronaldo.
Your Honour, I'll defend myself. That's fucking Ronaldo. I'll manage this shit.
Richard Arnold.
You know what I mean? You don't listen to any
You
content.
know what?
those
Good
turn up.
CEOs as well, man. You never hear about him.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? We hear about ours all the time. He's in the pub, pissed up, giving interviews to fucking randomers who come out of his house. I've got an idea. I'll go meet you in the pub and buy you all beers and just spout shite for fucking half an hour.
He was trying to be nice, and now he looks
Here's,
like a twat.
here's one. They come into my house, right? Well, fuck off. Don't come to my house. I'm not going to answer the door. They're not going to break in.
Right, done.
Rashford and Bruno just looking at each other, blaming each other. Useless praps.
Honestly, man. They all just,
I'm
the
serious.
whole club does me fucking
We need
head
to
in.
fuck these geezers off, bruv. Start playing the youth. Get something excited. Go in, man. Fuck it.
Do you know the only reason I wouldn't want to play? I feel sorry for him throwing him in. Like,
But I'm
do you know what I mean?
not about throwing them into these
No,
clowns.
no.
I'm on about just use all of them.
Yeah. If you started the youth against the Scousers, right? Old Trafford, everyone would get behind him. You'll be pumping. It'd just be unfair on the youngsters.
And we get beaten.
Yeah, that's
6-0.
what I mean.
What, like we will with the first two.
Yeah, but the difference is...
Yeah, but I don't care about the
these
first
lot
team
are paid
getting
200
fucking
grand a
spanked.
week to get fucking embarrassed.
I don't want to see young
kids are
players getting the
fucking-
fucking
yeah,
careers
just
sort of
starting
derailed.
out.
But do you remember that debut we gave against Liverpool? We lost 8-0. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where we had fucking Zidane Iqbal in defence because the others are down fucking tools.
Zidane Iqbal in goal.
Against Salah on his own.
Yeah, we wanted a
Salah and
goalie who could
fucking
play the
Nunes
ball
on his
out.
own.
Yeah, and Ronaldo was manager. Fucking hell. Right, Maguire, you can stay captain, but
Ronaldo is
Ronnie's the
definitely
new
that manager
manager.
who subs himself on it.
Yeah, exactly. He wears
Takes his shirt off. He's got his
Brian
shirt
Robson.
on.
He's like that to the crowd. Come on. I'm coming on. Well, there's a penalty and he brings himself on for it.
Yeah, misses it.
Yeah.
Blames Bruno. Why don't you take that?
Shouts at Bruno.
Yeah, exactly.
Subs him.
God, we're so shit, man. We're getting twatted off Brentford.
The bees. All the bees. Brentford, Brighton, Bristol, fucking anywhere.
Blackpool.
I wish I was back in
Burnley.
Blackpool getting
Bolton.
racially abused.
Bolton.
to be honest.
Blackburn.
It was more fun than
Broughton.
You wish you were.
this. Getting racially abused in Blackpool's more fun than this.
Waking up in a steamy car in Blackpool's better than this. Is this actually happening, Jay? Is this real? That's my next question. Is this even happening?
I don't know.
Am I asleep?
This
is genuinely unimaginably bad, isn't it?
It is, man. And it's like you're just getting more and more immune
I can't
to it.
believe it.
Like,
Someone tweeted,
go on.
the only way we're getting out of this is if Ericsson lies down.
Wow.
Just lies down with one eye up.
Yeah. It's happening again.
Abandon the fuck out of it.
Imagine that. Imagine if he did say that. Like, as a
Replay the
tactic.
full game.
If Jose was our manager, that'd happen.
Yeah,
Ten Hag gives him the look. Come on.
yeah. If Jose was the manager, that is
Yeah,
happening.
Jose would do that, wouldn't he? He would blatantly 100% give that to Christian. Just says, play
Just
dead.
reads that and goes
Play
out.
dead. Yeah.
With the
He
note.
eats the note first to get rid of the
No,
evidence.
the note just lands on his chest.
Yeah.
Because
Have you seen the
McTominay
clip of
drops
the
it.
office that was tweeted?
Face
about
up.
Ericsson at training. Stanley has a nap.
Yeah. Decent, that.
Fucking Ben
Bruno,
Mee.
you're a shit house, bruv.
Ben Mee,
You're an absolute
Ben Mee
shit
scoring
house.
against
You knew
us,
you
know.
weren't winning the ball, so you decided to foul him and you fucked it up for us because we had the ball still. You're a fucking pathetic clown. And now you're still arguing with the ref. I can't stand that geezer no more, you know.
Hey, Bruno.
Moaning bastard.
None of them are likable, though, are they? There's none of them where you look. Yeah, none of them
Do you
where you look
remember
at. and go,
Oliver?
at
We
least
actually
he's
liked
there.
the team. I liked the team
I
at one
loved it.
point.
I stand by the fact that under Ollie was the most I looked forward to
Yeah,
watching
it
United.
was entertaining,
Obviously,
it
we didn't
was.
win the trophies that Jose
No, it
did.
was.
We did whatever.
Post-Fergie
Every
it
single
was.
game, I was like, "Fucking yes, lads, we're gonna try."
come on!
And we might beat City here or whoever we played big games.
Yeah, I
I'd
was
have just
thinking
ran
that.
into his leg then.
It's a ball, that. That's better. It's just something.
Because at least we let Van Persie score when he come back. At least let Ericsson score. It's not
Do you
like
know
we're
what I
going to
mean?
score 3 more, is it?
This is well there, Rashford. Poor header, really, isn't it?
He's got to head that
When
back
you
the way
got
he came.
when the cross is that
He jumped
weak,
too
you've
early.
got to,
Yeah, he did. He's coming down when he heads it, isn't he?
yeah. Yeah, he's not a header of the ball, is he, either, Ericsson?
Oh, fuck
Drinks
off, you
break.
Leeds twat. They don't deserve a drinks break. Don't give any drinks to them.
Oh, there's a lad passing out on the
Imagine
train
if he
today.
said that. Like, nah, you're not having a drink. Fuck
Yeah,
off.
nah.
You think you're having a drink?
No, let them all have a drink. I've pissed in them. I've pissed in all of them.
Drinking me old
I
piss,
pissed in all of
dickhead.
them, and fucking Daryl 10 Ground or whatever he's called.
That's
the other bit. I used to
pathetic
do a
from
shit in one
Ronaldo,
of them.
you know.
One of them water bottles has just got a shit in
Daryl
it.
Seton Grag. And chat Yana twat. Daryl Ten Gag, or whatever he's called. Let's just forget it now.
what is
Forget the assistant, Mitchell Van Gaag, the fucking assistant manager of Manchester United Football Club. Daryl Ten Gag.
10 Grag.
Grag, we can't
Wait,
even be
it's
arsed.
Mitchell van der Gaag in it.
We can't even be arsed.
Sorry.
Right.
I was just trying to get my words out.
Chris Armas, bring him back. All is forgiven.
He's got a
This
fucking
dickhead
earpiece
with
too,
tactics
Chris
ball.
Armas.
You know what?
That's what he's got.
That's how bad it is.
Yo, Chris,
Chris
we
got
need
any
to
ideas,
sort
yeah?
this, man.
Ten Hag phoning Chris.
We're 4-0 down against
Sat on
Brentford,
the
you know.
bench with they've all got headphones in. Chris, what the fuck do we do here, mate? Jesus.
Why has he got a
Got
tactics
him on
board as well?
FaceTime at
You
half
don't need a
time.
tactics board. He's won.
Do you know what I mean?
That's for next week.
Should
That's
do that.
Brentford versus Arsenal tactics on that fucking
Yeah,
board.
We should do a
He's
keynote.
going, lads, next week we're playing
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
We'll try it out for a bit now.
Yeah. You
That's
got
the
30
fuck.
minutes.
Look at him on the
Oh,
fucking
that's
balcony.
alright, isn't it?
God.
This is what I
That's
mean,
not
man.
bad, that.
We're getting fucking
Daryl
dipped 4-0 off a
Tennant.
team
You reckon
that
you could proper see
play in
the
the
game?
middle of a fucking block of flats.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I know.
It's just depressing, isn't it?
Yeah. You know, fair play to Brentford. They've been good.
No,
Fair play to them. They took their foot off the gas a bit.
Fair play
Yeah,
to-
they have, haven't they?
Yeah.
Do you reckon he said to him, go easy, come on?
Come on.
You know what I mean?
Feel
He's-
sorry for
He's
them.
gone and...
This is Man
I've got
United we're
this.
talking
Don't
about.
worry.
No, they've gone. If we beat them too hard, it looks weird.
Yeah.
Like it won't be memorable.
They realise that the simulation is cracking.
Yes, the simulation is fucked up at the moment.
In the meantime, Stephen House is embroiled in a legal battle with Michael Knighton on Twitter. There we go. That's what you like to see.
What's going on?
Stephen House has done a thread about Michael Knighton.
fuck me.
asking him some questions,
Now's
and
the
then saying,
time.
if you want to sue me, stop texting me telling me you're going to, and just fucking do it. This day is genuinely one of the most bizarre days I've ever had as a Manchester United
So
fan.
Stephen Howson versus Michael Knighton is taking place on Twitter.
Yeah.
United are getting absolutely fucking
Shout out all the United fans
shafted.
with their anti-Glazer flags.
Yeah, man.
Fair play.
Fuck the Glazers!
That's fucking, look at that, his bottom right. Angus Deaton
Angus Deaton.
sat next to
Why is
Richard
Angus
Arnold
Deaton
there.
there? Why is he licking his lip like that?
Maybe he's got a bit of Ribena on it.
What do you reckon Angus Deaton had at half time?
He loves it, doesn't he? He loves a load of the old whistle. Doesn't he? Hey, remember when he got done for having like mad cocaine prostitute orgies? On the front page of the Mirror.
I thought about you reckon he had a pie.
Oh, right. No, I thought you were talking about. No, do you remember when he was on the front of the papers? Hey, cocaine-fueled orgy with prostitutes. I was like, go on, my son.
Oh, fuck
Right.
no.
And then he was on. I
No
got.
wonder we're fucked if Richard Arnold was hanging around with him.
Yeah,
Was that fart?
Nah,
little Trump.
little pumpy.
Cheers, Gary.
It's half across.
7 successive away defeats is a fucking joke.
Yeah.
Seriously.
That's not even possible, is it? Assemble. Hit and hope. Good lad.
That's a foul, that! Outside the box, that's a free kick. So
Yeah. Never given inside the box, though, is it? Do you know when... Oh, dear. Do you know when Rangnick was talking about, like, needing 10 players, whatever?
that's why he got fucked off. Remember when I told you?
Yeah.
He's going to come in, tell the Glazers they need to do everything, and they're going to go, fucking hell, this guy's costing us too much money.
Yeah, all it took was went up to Ten Hag and were like, "What do you think to Rangnick?" And he was like, "Well, yeah, you're right. Let's get rid of him." Like the slightest glimmer that Ten Hag didn't want in there, they couldn't wait to sack him, could they?
Or like they're probably like shit stirred between Ten Hag and Rangnick.
Yeah,
So that Ten Hag went, nah, I don't want to work with you. Probably like going, Rangnick wants your job, mate. Oh my
Fucking
God.
hell!
We couldn't
How
score in
shit
a
are we?
Fucking brothel.
Honestly. It's embarrassing.
go on then, pass it then, find a pass.
Jesus, out of all the passes, that's the one.
The only shot.
Why am I even still
Part of me thinks,
caring?
yeah, I know. Part of me is like, go on then, score. It doesn't matter, does it? Absolutely wrestling that milkshake down. Fucking hell. That's the biggest mouthful I've ever seen.
Sorry.
His mouth was like,
Yeah, mine is like
Good
there's
gerber.
an ice cream in there. bro.
Yeah, that's what mine
Like, I'm
was
just
like.
waiting for bits to melt so I can drink the bits.
drink the bitch. God.
You've got some stuff down there,
Stuff.
man. Things.
Yeah, let's clutter the desk up without him even asking for it.
Sorry, I know it annoys you.
Them
What are
cookies
them?
for you.
I'm having one of these, one.
No, thank you.
They're nuts.
It's comfort food for me. I can't. You can all get on the beers and all that, so I just eat cookies
Yeah,
instead.
yeah, go for it.
Because I'm fucking depressed and watching United being shit. Honestly. These are the worst performances I've ever seen in my life, constantly.
Yeah, I know. Just week after
The
week.
performance
after
against Liverpool, right, at Old Trafford, was the worst performance I've ever seen by a Manchester United team, ever. Yeah, it was. I've never seen as bad a performance as that. And this is just as bad.
Yeah.
No disrespect to Brentford, they're alright, but they're not fucking world beaters, are they?
Imagine we were in a fucking relegation scrap.
And what's funny as well, I've been like, with this De Jong thing, I've been like, I'd given up on it. And now today I was like, oh, I reckon we sign him, you know. And now after this, just reckon he'd never, no. He's going to see it. and
How
be
we
like,
fucked that up
"Fucking
there?"
hell."
Go on, Marcus. Well done, Rashford.
I thought Ronaldo was going to fucking Rabona that then.
Yeah, I did. Raboneless banquet into the top corner. He ain't got it in it, has he?
Megs. Come on, lads, let's do some Ole stuff.
Yeah, go on.
Hey!
Hey! Hey!
Ole! Come on, lads, one goal, we're in it. We score a goal every 4 minutes, we can win this.
Point.
It's a great stat. Yeah, and then the winners in stoppage time.
The one time I can vividly remember that, me thinking like that was, remember when
Yeah, you're right.
we lost 3-1
Thanks for pointing that out.
against Real Madrid, then we had them at home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then
Come on,
obviously
ref.
Beckham and that scoring, and you're thinking, I think it was like 5 minutes left or something, and you think, we could score 3 goals here, 4 goals against one of the best teams Real Madrid teams ever. But you're still like, oh,
There's a chance.
actually.
Don't rule it
You
out.
start sitting forward again, yeah.
Fergie lost.
We only need a goal every minute for the next 3 minutes. It's
We've
easy,
done
right?
2-2 before. Lewandowski
I
scored
remember
5
thinking
goals
that
in
when
8
we played
minutes.
Swansea, when we lost the league.
Fuck off, I hate that shit.
Why did Fergie ever take McManus to court, you fucking silly cunt?
Wow.
Cost of starting 11s. Theirs is cheaper than ours. Did you not know that, Jay? Do you remember when you came to me this morning and went, well, we might lose to Brentford, but fair enough, their starting 11 cost £10 billion. It's only 55 million. Like, anyone thought Brentford's team was more expensive than United's. In a feature called Kicking Them While They're Down. Look at that. Look at that. Reading that like that. This is crucial that you read this fucking note. The Brentford sub coming on. If you don't get this right, we might only win 4-1. Hey, read this. Is that? That's the right mentality though, isn't it?
Yeah.
He's coming off the bench. I don't know his name. He's coming off the bench for Brentford. They've won. And he's like staring at it like it's his fucking GCSEs and it's all his life dedicated to these tactics.
How lot? Fucking hell, you couldn't tell them anything.
No. Just like, you got a spelling mistake there. Right, go on, just play. You're using a yellow card in this game, aren't you, if you're a United player? At least boot someone.
I'd have got sent off. I'm one of them fellas. You know when you're 4-0 down? I'm gonna go
You
get
just
sent
make it
off.
worse.
How about that?
Yeah. I'll make it worse for everyone by getting sent off. Like Pogba against Liverpool.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Go hurt someone. Make yourself feel better. Once I got the second yellow card because me and my mate who were on the same team started grabbing each other up.
Really?
I don't think you should be able to get sent off for that.
You don't?
No, find your own team, mate.
Remember Ricardo Fuller when it was fighting with someone in his team for Stoke, remember that?
Yeah. Kieran Dyer and
Yeah. Nah, but
Doing
you-
my fucking head in, weren't he?
Bowie.
Right, what did he
Like,
do?
we were having an argument. I was taking the throw in. The argument was going on. We were like, we conceded a goal or something. And, oh man, I'm taking this throw in. And he's just talking
It's a
shit.
fucking yellow.
It's a yellow as
Give
well,
him a
like.
yellow.
They've not done that all game.
How is that not a
Just
yellow? He
imagine
was
that.
fucking away, you
I know it's such a
dickhead.
minor thing, but like you're just not reffing the game properly
No.
because you're buying into the storyline that United are shit and Brentford are class. That's literally a professional foul stop.
Stonewall
Just do
yellow.
your job properly. You don't have to
Fucking annoying.
manufacture
Jimmy
anything.
Bullard
It
on
was
there
shit.
taking the piss.
Oh, they're not at it. Oh, they are as well. Fuck's sake.
Thomas Frank's bringing himself on.
Yeah. Doing a John Serry. Let me get in on this. Hey,
He'd score.
I'll pose for the pictures at the end with you. In me kit.
Man of the match
Um,
for United. That pass there.
that
from
pass
Scott
there from
McTominay.
Scott McTominay.
My favourite pass was that. Do you know that?
The 1 yard one
the
from
1 yard
below
one from
that
below
he
was-
missed by 4 yards. Like, my son, right, is 7 and could have played that pass, and I'd be annoyed with him if he didn't.
Yeah.
Like, that's a professional footballer then for the low one who couldn't pass it 1 yard. And I like the low, but come on.
I know. See, Ten Hag's still got 1 sub left, so there's still a chance. We've got Tom Eaton. Yeah, let's get Tom Eaton on, put him up front. He's got experience. He's played the most games of anyone. We ain't got a striker on the bench, have we?
No, Alango's our only attack. Oh, Garnacho? He's not a striker.
though, is he? No. He's a fucking 18-year-old that's
No.
never really played any first team football. Like, and that's our full strength bench. I said it before the game. Obviously, the bench hasn't cost us the game here, but our full strength bench, with 1 injury, Martial's the only player that's injured of any note, has got Elanga, Van der Beek, Garnacho, Varane, McTominay, Tom Heaton, Malassi. Like, just no experience on that bench whatsoever, except Varane. It's incredible. I'm not blaming Garnacho whatever, because obviously he's an upcoming player, but the fact that we don't have any goals or experience on the bench. That'd have really put a cork in it, wouldn't it? That just round it off nicely with a stunning volley.
Is that the saying?
Fork. Put a cork in me fork, because I'm cork.
Hey, for the lads.
Is it true that you've been writing a poem this second half to read it full time?
I'll tell you what I've been doing this second half. I've been reading the text between Michael Knight and Stephen Howson, and I'll tell you the most disturbing thing I've ever seen in my life.
Is it worse than this?
Almost.
Why does Steve argue with any and everyone? You could have 1 million followers or 1 follower. He will argue with you. Equal opportunities argument.
Where does he get his
If he
energy
shoots
from?
here,
Yeah,
If
I
he
was going to
shoots here,
scrap him.
give him the armband.
Ericsson.
Oh, if that had gone in, I'd have gone mental, bro. Honestly, I was ready to fucking lose it, and if we'd have got one back there to make it 4-1 against Brentford. Trust me, I'm not even joking.
Got to hit the target. Again, it's one of them, innit? Oh, it's tricky. It's coming at a difficult height. Hit the fucking target. Just score. Like, come on.
The
just
spin
score.
fucked him.
It's spinning. It's difficult. But there's too many of them. Oh, it was over his shoulder. Or, oh, he's hitting it first time. Or, oh, it's a tricky header. Like, these
Why
are
do
the
you
only
hate
chances
people
we're
with heart
making.
problems, Joel?
I don't, actually. I love them. Even more than people who don't have heart problems. But he's got to do better there. He's 7 yards out and you're a professional footballer. Hit the fucking target. Donny's coming on. Right, get that full-time graphic ready. 5-4 Man United.
Yeah, Scott McTominay loses the ball and then commits a foul that's going to get him booked.
Send him off, please, bro. Straight red. Straight red him. Straight red. Oh. Useless cunt.
Let's watch this here now. Right. There's your
It's a
touch. There's your touch.
Once you work it out with Scott McTominay, his second touch is a tackle.
Yeah.
His
You
second touch
realise
is a foul.
His second touch is a 50-50.
He did that against
You realise
Brighton.
His touch is horrendous.
We were through, weren't we? 3-on-3.
Yeah.
And he miscontrolled it and ended up getting booked.
And then the one after that, we're trying to push through. He miscontrols it. They score.
Honestly, man.
Right, you get your poem ready for a full time, Jay. Do you know what I mean? Out with the old brackets Trafford, in with the new.
Yeah, man.
Donny's coming on. Something's got to happen, hasn't it? Like, bigger picture here. Glazers, ownership.
Has it, though?
players,
No,
something.
we say this every time after a result, something's got to happen. Nothing's going to happen till the cunts want to sell. That's the cold...
But I don't mean as in they've got to sell it. I mean, there has to be some reaction from the fans or from some.
Do you know what, though? Like,
something
the
has
fans...
this can't carry
like,
on, can it?
I understand you're not doing it, but, you know, people look at the fans and go, the fans started another fucking club and went, and I know a lot of, you know, good United fans that went and did it and stopped watching United and went and watched someone else. The fans can fucking, you know, we will do and we can do as much as we want, but ultimately, it's these owners that have got to fucking change. They've got to fucking start listening or just realise that the way this continues, all they care about is money. The way this continues is they're not going to make as much money as they thought they were off Manchester United. So now, hopefully, they can see the best things for them to do is sell, make a shitload of profit, which is all they care about, and let someone who knows about football, who cares about Manchester United, take over the football club and get us back to not even past glories right now. I'd take mid-table security because we're staring down the barrel of a fucking relegation battle. Aaron Quinn in the chat says, I know we are talking about not hampering the youth, but if the players who were truly awful today start again next week, what does that say to the rest of the squad? No consequences for bad performance. Mackenzie said, to make this even worse, my 2-year-old just told me he's done a poo on the grass in the garden. He was watching the game with me before. He's expressed his disgust with United.
Yeah, 2 years old is nothing. One of my mates, we're in year 9, he did a shit in the garden.
Really?
Yeah.
What's year 9 is like 11 or 12?
13 years old.
He did a shit in the garden?
Yeah, next to the...
In your garden?
Yeah. Well, my mum and dad's garden.
Why?
Next to the magnolia tree. Next thing, my mum came home and was like, "Who's gonna shit in the garden?" I was like, "No one." I thought dogs do poos in the garden. Like, how do you know? So it's like this fucking toilet roll blowing in the magnolia tree. That's how I know. Disgusting that.
Oh, it's all right. We got fucking McTominay there to
He's blocked
move out the way when someone shoots. Fucking hell.
What?
He literally moved out the way. What's this clown? He went, "Nah, look, the goal's there, mate." Stepped out the way so he could get a better view of it. Can't believe this shit we're dealing with.
Routine for David De Gea.
We're bottom of the league, innit? Like, bottom,
Yeah,
bottom.
yeah.
oh, yeah,
I thought you were worried about that, bro.
Yeah,
Started
we
from-
are.
Got that wrapped up.
Started from the bottom, now we're here.
Go on, my son. Take the piss.
Shoot!
Go on.
Shoot!
Have a bit of that.
He's going to shoot.
Fucking pass back, you dickhead.
Has Bruno just kicked Malacia and injured him?
Probably.
Yeah, Malacia was going past people and that. You can't be having that on this team. Fucking do you little
So what is
dickhead.
this? Forward thinking.
Hey. So
Optimism.
Bruno fucking 2-footed.
Good football.
Pack that in, son. We don't do that here.
Listen,
Go on.
we need to get everybody in right now. Adrian Rabiot, Milinkovic, Savic, Frankie.
We were saying this though, the other day. You know when like we're dismissing some of these midfielders, I don't think we appreciate how much better they would be when they got here. We would be sat here going, "Fucking hell, they're well men compared to what we've been watching."
Go on.
Fall over, get a penalty. I know what we'll do. We'll give the ball away. Because that's what Bruno does.
Overlap. Back
Go on,
heels.
again, Bruno. Hit the first man. You know you want to.
Don't know.
There's a fucking pass there.
Thing is,
See,
though,
that's what annoys me as well. If that's not Ronaldo, you don't try that pass.
I know.
People fucking...
But then also, there's part of you that thinks, why hasn't our squad got players in it that can make that pass? Because whilst it's tricky, it's not that hard, that pass.
No, that's
there.
true.
There's a gap to find. And we have players that can't find the gaps, or that can't finish, or that can't get the tackle in, or like, we've got too many players that just aren't capable consistently enough of doing something difficult. And like, the best players in the world do difficult things all the time, and they get it right. We never get it right. Ericsson's fuming. Garnacho's using his shin pad as a.
They were all
pair of
doing that
sunglasses
before. They
there.
were using like soles, like insoles
Yeah.
as fans.
Because you can't be sat with a pair of sunglasses on the subs bench when you're 4-0 down. Imagine that. It
Imagine.
cuts to Donny, he's got some
Remember
Ray-Bans on.
remember when Bebe and Oberson
Talk
were on their
about,
iPods?
talk about
When they were getting
me.
beat.
That is unreal, isn't it?
All right.
Playing Flappy Bird.
Yeah, not on
Even
the
like
third game.
I don't think if you're on the bench, you should be allowed to be on your phone.
Nah. Fuck that.
Yeah, why not?
Imagine,
Should be able to
imagine
do doing a live
the
stream.
camera just pans
Hey,
across
what's
Tom
that, mate? I'm
Eaton.
just there on the bench.
Yeah.
We're getting beat 4-0, you know.
Camera pans
Hey,
across Tom Eaton's got
look.
a VR headset on.
Look at this.
With the two like controls. Fucking golden gloves on.
Cheering at that. Yay! Oh, we're losing for that.
Playing fucking Wii Sports.
Winning
on
my
the
game.
guns like that.
Oh, genuine.
Using the VR telly to plug an Xbox 360 into. Fuck, do you mind if I plug this in here?
Oh, mate.
Fucking hell.
Oh, man.
What was that?
That starts from Harry Maguire heading the ball behind the player. Diogo Dalot goes to rescue it. Hits a pass across the field.
Proper Vieira pass, that, wasn't it?
Do you know what? I don't even mind that yellow though. Take that fucking
No,
yellow.
it's alright there.
Do you know what I mean?
This kid's horrible. Let's stick this.
That's the problem. It's the kit.
Here's the kit. Remember we said you can't pass in this kit because it looks like grass?
We were wearing that kit against
You
the
know,
Scousers.
we were wearing that kit against Bayern Munich in the final
Yeah,
of the Champions
exactly.
League.
No.
No, and that's why we won.
Hey, we weren't wearing that kit for the last fucking 5 away games of last season. Or 6 away games last season. And we won all them.
Yeah, that's true. Maybe it's not the kit then. Shit.
Maybe it's the people. Maybe it's the people that are in
The
it.
problem is, Jay, if it's not the kit, then we've got some big problems. So I think it's the kit. Hashtag blame the kit.
My
That's what
God.
I'm
It
going
is this
with.
kid who's just fucking
He's
turning
just
everyone.
fucking Pele. They've got a fucking 17
I wouldn't mind. They probably bought like half of these from like fucking Northampton and
Yeah.
Rochdale and all that lot.
Yeah,
And
they
they're
will
just
have.
tearing us apart.
Because they're just, our players don't give a fuck. They're just not trying.
Also, they have good recruitment there.
What's that? Good recruitment. Recruitment. That's a fucking weird idea, isn't
What's
it?
that?
Who wants that?
Did you see the bit of the press conference where Ten Hag didn't know what Jay was saying?
Machado. Didn't understand.
It's called Machado.
Problem, you say.
The Ten Hag went, what? And he just said it the same. Machado.
Machado, what?
Yeah.
Then I had to reword it.
Jay's still dining out on
Nah,
that.
no. I went.
That's the name for his
He
Premier League.
he didn't say any different or explain what maturity is. He just kept
I went,
saying
are you
it.
fucking fit? Can't you understand what I'm saying? Maturity. Do you know what? Forget it. I'm not even fucking bothered what you got to say. Can we have these sandwiches over it? These drinks for everyone.
Are these biscuits free or what?
Put these in a carrier bag. Someone's got to eat them.
Oh man.
He's pouring ham sandwiches into a fucking
I found a
B&M
positive.
bag.
Go on.
Go on.
It was only 4.
It was only 4.
We
Could have
drew
been
the
5.
second half. Yes. Hey.
Everyone's going to know about us losing. We didn't lose the second half. And I always prefer the second half.
Mackenzie says, any guesses for what past it racist player will be in for this after this?
Oh,
Suarez question mark?
Terry. Get John Terry in at centre back.
Like, he's actually trying to make a meme clip.
Don't say anything.
McTominay,
It's
man.
not fair on him. Don't. Just pretend that didn't happen because it's not fair.
That's gonna get
That
clips.
ball
up.
owes him money, by the way.
That's
Tracy.
semi-pro, that.
Like, that isn't even semi-pro. If you ever play against semi-pro player, the mint.
The fucking class.
Yeah. Like, when you have 1 or 2 at 5-a-side, they stand out.
Scott McTominay wouldn't get a game for #United.
Let alone Man United.
I think there's a genuine debate at the minute.
PK Humble is better than Scott McTominay.
I mean, that was a bad pass by Brentford player, so they're all capable of it.
So
I mean,
they're equal.
I mean, we should compare Man United standards to Brentford
No, we
standards.
Well, they're
should.
really
A lot
good.
better than us.
Where are they in the league? Where are Brentford
watching
in the
the
league?
game?
I mean, everyone's above us.
They're undefeated in 2 games. We've lost both.
What other
Once to them,
hobbies have you
4-0.
got, Jay?
What?
What other hobbies have you got?
This is what I mean.
Because this isn't...
We've
what?
got fuck all else.
This isn't it.
I've got nothing left.
I need to get a unicycle or a fucking accordion or something. Do you know, it's like a really difficult thing that it's only up to me whether it's shit or not.
There is a way out of all this.
Cyanide.
Heroin.
Yeah. We need new hobbies. Give us some new fucking hobbies in the comment. We all need to come up with them together.
Yeah, what
'Cause
hobbies
this-
can we do?
Watching Man United is not a thing, is it? This is the worst fucking shit.
Darts, says Jake.
Darts. Get some
Trott.
stilts.
Clay shooting, says Jake
Oh, that'd be
Gordon.
alright, yeah.
Table tennis, says Tom Mills. Fishing, says Ian McDonald. Tom Mills, sorry.
Fishing's good because you
fishing's
get to
good fun.
sit by
Yeah.
yourself, drink
Used
loads
to
of...
go out
Daniel
stuff.
Farr says painting.
Smoke loads of weed and that. Painting's good.
Nah, fuck all that painting shit, man.
Fuck all that painting shit.
Fuck, spoken like a true
Like a
Where's that ever
artist
got anybody?
connoisseur. Hey.
You know what pisses me off about painting, yeah? Like, you see paintings and that go for like millions, but the motherfucker that painted is never alive to see them millions.
Yeah, but the thing you
So
gotta
that
remember-
prick died, like, losing his mind on drugs and that, yeah, somewhere
Sounds
in some
class.
shithole. And now motherfuckers are selling his painting for millions.
I know, yeah.
What was that then?
The
what
thing
was
you
he
gotta remember
doing
with
then?
painting
Is
is,
he
though,
fucking lost the plot?
The big paintings, like the
Bruno's just lost it then, you know.
the masterworks.
Send him off.
They're just a scam.
I think he could be in trouble there. Or he's got a yellow. He's lucky that didn't connect.
Then when Ronaldo got sent off against City because he did a 2-footed challenge that didn't touch
yeah,
anyone.
he's
it's
just
not
done
far
that.
off
He's
yeah.
just done a 2-footed challenge that thankfully missed
It
everything.
was against City, wasn't it, Ronaldo's?
I think
He
so. I
dived in
can't
on
remember.
someone, didn't touch him, but still got sent off because of.
I remember he got sent off once for 2 yellows for handball against City as well.
Just put me out of my misery, man.
Daniel Abraham says, if I am not going to laugh at this, I'm going to cry.
Yeah, it is. It is literally like, it's surreal. It is genuinely surreal. Like, obviously it was annoying at 4-0 at fucking 30 minutes, but having the full second half to just reflect on what we saw in the first half is like, I can't believe it. I can't believe it.
We cry together.
No. Oh dear. McTominay's already been
Oh,
bought.
yeah, you're fucking hard, ain't ya? Play the big man when the fucking 4-0 down, you silly shit
People
cunt.
will be like, yes, that's what he's got. That's what we need. He gets
He'll
it.
give a great
Thank
interview, though,
fuck,
won't
that
he?
is over. Nick Bristow, member of the Academy for 12 months. Thanks for your support. Manchester United
Fucking Renier,
losing,
Wolfcastle in midfield.
losing at Brentford 4-0. And we were 4-0 down at half time,
In what
so it
is
could have been a lot
genuinely,
worse.
and not all time, a Premier League low for Manchester United. This is as bad as it's been.
This
in
ain't
the Premier
5-0 Chelsea, 5-0 Newcastle shit. This is horrible.
League. Yeah.
This is those games when we were challenging for titles.
Yeah,
and,
we're
you know what I mean,
losing,
like,
And we still win.
To like,
we won the title, didn't we? The season we lost 5-0 to Newcastle.
we're losing to average, mid-table, and below teams. We are getting battered by them consistently. We've lost 7 away games in a row. This isn't a fluke or a one-off.
7 straight Premier League away defeats. You're right. Sunshine, Gary Neville. This is from SK. Lime Green. We are Norwich. The kit's rubbed off. 4-0. We are truly shite. They warrant Eric Ten Hag out. No CDM. Still, we can't ask anymore. Yeah. We're gonna have a live review after this. Then you're gonna be hearing from Adam McCullough. You're gonna be hearing from Andy Tate. You're gonna be hearing from Stephen Houghton as well. So we'll put. I think there is. Is there a link in the comments for the live, the review? Sorry. We'll put a link in the comments for a review. So make sure you click on that, because in about 5 minutes we're going over there. You can have me and Joe giving our live review. You can have Macca giving his review. You can have Andy Tate giving his review. I'm gonna have Stephen House giving his review as well. So hear what you have to say about it as well, because obviously, like Joe's saying, as bad as I can remember, really, it's one thing losing to the Scousers 4-0 or whatever, or City or whatever, but losing to Brentford, no disrespect to him, and not just losing to him. You know, the game was over after 20 minutes.
Yeah, we're 4-0 down after 30 minutes.
30 minutes, sorry.
That is it. That's all you have to say. We're 4-0 down to Brentford after 30 minutes, and we didn't even look close to even making a goal back, let alone pushing anything else.
Andy Broughton says, we need to discuss that we might go down. Listen, I know it's all like laughing and joking and people say now we're never going to go down, but we got relegated 5 years after we won the Champions League. Strange things have happened. Anyway, there's a link in the chat. Go and click on that. We'll be live in 5 minutes with a review from me and Joe. A live review. So get involved in that. Hear your comments and your thoughts on that. In fact, we'll be probably about 2 minutes. See you in a minute.